Yep.
Everyone is ready.
Just happy to be here.
All right, me too. Happy Thursday. One sec.
Are we live?
We are now. We are. Yep.
Are we really alive?
Yeah, I heard our voices in the background before I muted something, so I think we're good.
I muted the stream, so we're good there. And perfect.
Why is the overlay still wrong?
I think the overall stream audio is low.
The overall audio is low.
Yeah, I'm into the stream. Yeah, we're all at the same level, but we're all low.
Okay, I can just turn it up just a little bit. Is that better? You guys can.
We'll find out in a second.
Okay.
Oh, they got it.
There we go. Hopefully that's better.
I'm talking.
Wasn't much of a difference.
It's going up into like the mid yellow. So.
All right.
All right.
Let her rip.
Alright,
Cool.
that's good.
All right. Well, welcome back. Episode 3 of Artema. So last episode, we left off, just quick recap of everything that happened. You guys were standing outside of the Crown Tavern where you just cleaned house of about 3 swarms of rats. You had gone there with the intention of getting lunch. You're specifically looking for chicken, as Triscana is not familiar with chicken, having lived a life on the Siren Ocean. Still hungry for lunch, you made your way back to Loudwater Wharf, where Rowan, you opened up the door of some random house and walked in on a man sitting at a table drinking ale. He wasn't wearing pants, apparently. You simply asked him where was a good place to get some lunch, and he recommended his cousin brother's tavern, the Hefty Fork, about a quarter mile down the wharf. So you guys made your way to the Hefty Fork and entered there. It was a rather small, kind of sorry-looking tavern run by a rather sickly but kind man named Bolt. Through conversation with Bolt, you're able to discern that Bolt, the owner of this tavern, is really not in favor with the gold boots. Gold boots being the army, basically, for the empire here in Dervos. Basically because the gold boots found out that Bolt is aware that a few of the gold boots are running a small smuggling operation literally underground beneath the Hans Warehouse South location. And in particular, while the gold boots couldn't do anything in particular to Bolt, what he did make you aware of is that they've been hiking his taxes on his establishment. So Bolt gave you some information about where the smuggling operation was, and you guys made a choice to go and try to infiltrate the smuggling operation beneath the Hans Warehouse South.
What a ridiculous thing for us to have done, by the way. Go ahead.
Yeah. As true heroes would.
Okay.
The adventuring lifestyle is not for the weak-hearted.
Yeah. So you guys made your way about another quarter mile south down the wharf to Hans Warehouse South to kind of scout it out. You notice there's a shop next door called Lucerna's Bits and Books. It was odd because the shop was kind of locked in the middle of the day on a very busy wharf. Why wouldn't the shop be open on such a busy day? You guys created basically a distraction as you tried to enter the shop, and you broke in there after getting after Squeakums, Rowan's mouse or rat, I can never remember.
The mouse.
A mouse, that's right. So Squeakums snuck into the pocket of Alec, one of the gold boots standing guard, after seeing him kind of pocket something from another gold boot, Owen, the one that you had met at the Pithy Maid at the tavern that you're actually staying at. You're able to steal a key from his pocket to get into the shop after creating a distraction, and everybody eventually got in there. You investigated the shop. You noticed that everything was kind of dusty within the shop except for one book on a shelf, which looked like it had been at least recently taken down. Falsina, you pulled the book down. You opened it up to find out that it wasn't a real book, but it was more of a book. It was a box made to look like a book. Falsina cast to detect magic, and you got the sense that there was some sort of illusory magic in the floor, the box, and from the key. You guys kind of figured it out. You're able to put the key into the box, and you put the box back, the box book back in place, and a cellar door appeared beneath you guys. You entered the cellar door to a passageway lit by a number of sconces, and eventually you reached a door that had no handle and was shut. Valsina, you tried a few passwords. The first password you tried was Open Sesame, and you were immediately teleported to a dark, dank, very old prison cell. Rowan realized that maybe the title of the book held the password. So you went back, you saw the title as being Of Glass and Sand. So Rowan returned to the rest of the party at this handleless door, and Triscana eventually realized that fire was the password, and the door opens. So you guys entered inside what looked like kind of a common area. Zeph, you rifled through some sets of clothing. You netted yourself and the party some coins as well as a switchblade. Not soon before you heard some voices approaching. As a group, you quickly assembled back in the passageway. Triscana cast Firebolt, which immediately teleported you guys to the same jail cell that Valsina had been transported to. Just in time to see that Valsina was being engaged by a number of zombies in kind of this large prison system. And you guys had an encounter with about 3 zombies inside this large prison hold, and that is where we left off. So you guys are currently standing inside this this prison, this very ancient prison. And I will pull up that map.
I have a feeling we aren't anywhere near this warehouse anymore.
There we go.
We traveled for a while.
Maybe if we just shoot water, we'll teleport back.
There you go. So that is where you currently are.
And the zombies, we slayed them all?
You did. Yeah, there were 3 zombies. You were able to slay them. And yeah, so you're currently inside this what looks like a very ancient prison. A lot of the rails that are holding the old cells in are very rusted and kind of falling apart. You came from the east side, which led down a hallway basically of more jail cells, and to the west on this map, it looks like there's another passageway that kind of leads further in.
Is there anything of worth around? We could, like...
Do the zombies have anything on them?
Or I want to look in the room where the zombies came out of.
Okay.
I want to look in the cells.
Okay. Yeah, so the zombies came out of a few, 2 of the cells kind of surrounding you. So, Valsina, we'll just kind of start with you. So go ahead and do an investigation check.
Great. Oh, it's so much faster for me tonight.
Okay.
Not great. 7.
7. Okay. Yeah, you don't really find too much in the room that you go into. You investigate a few of the other rooms, and you're not able to come across very much. A lot of the stuff in here is definitely at least hundreds of years old. Things are just falling apart. Triscana, so you went into one of the other rooms as well?
Yeah, I just wanted to poke around some of the cells and see if there's anything interesting there.
Sure. So going to do a investigation check as well.
Thanks. 19.
Okay. So you enter one of these cells, and you get the smell of just old, rotting decay, kind of putrid, old, dank water. You're sifting through the cell, and what you do notice is a book in the corner of this cell, and it looks like this cell was maybe not necessarily a jail cell, but maybe a jail cell that was converted to some sort of office. As you notice, there's a desk on the opposite side of the wall.
And I found a book?
You found a book in a corner. Yep.
What's the book look like?
So you pick it up. Looks like it's kind of been sitting there. It's definitely falling apart, but you are able to make out kind of the cover of it. And it's an ancient language that you're somewhat familiar with. But it's really hard to tell. It's runic common, so you're not able to tell exactly what it is, except maybe possibly some. As you open it up, you kind of flip through it, and it looks like maybe it's some sort of history of the land maybe early histories of Dervos, perhaps thousands of years ago. But again, the entire book is written in runic common, which you're really not familiar with. And it's definitely going to take some time or some sort of learning or finding someone who's familiar with runic common to try to translate it.
I have time. This is cool.
I can cast comprehend languages.
Let's do that later. That'd be
It's the first
great.
level. But yeah. So
Maybe if we have time later, let's get out of here. But I'd really like that. Look, it's paper. Like real paper.
yeah, there's plenty of paper upstairs as well. And, yeah.
Are you unfamiliar with paper?
We don't get a lot of paper out on the Gorana. I keep a diary, but it's like cured seaweed, and I have some enchantments on it to keep it from like rotting. But no, paper doesn't last long at sea.
We should probably get some more supplies before we head out of town then.
Okay.
Thinking ahead.
We should probably get out of the dungeon first.
Yeah.
Very optimistic thinking ahead then.
I have no idea where we are.
Was there anything in the desk over there?
Oh, I don't know. Is there anything in the desk?
Yeah, so going to do another investigation check for the desk.
Sure. 15.
15. So you kind of rifle through the desk, and as you pull out one of the drawers, you kind of hear a sound of metal upon metal, but you don't see anything in the drawer.
Metal upon metal. I don't think I can open this. Does somebody else want to take a look?
It could be. Are you sure you didn't trigger anything?
I'm still standing.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Can I like try and look for like a latch or a switch or something?
So you were able to open up the drawers. You do hear something jingling around, but you don't see anything inside the drawers themselves.
Can I look underneath to see if there's like a hidden drawer or?
Yeah, I'm going to do another investigation check.
14.
Okay. So you're not sure. You still are. You kind of move the drawers around a little bit.
Yeah.
You hear the metal kind of dinging, but you don't find anything. You kind of look underneath the drawers to see if you see anything. You don't see anything there.
I wish I was stronger. I would just break this whole thing with an axe.
Up against the wall. Can we...
I only know magics, unfortunately. So
This is where you would really like to rage. But
I just don't have it in me. I'm just so calm. God damn it.
Can we pull the desk away from the wall a little bit?
Sure.
Like maybe is there something around on the back side that we can look at?
So who's doing that?
I'm not the strongest.
I'm not
No.
the strongest.
I'm not the strongest.
Negative,
Wait.
negative one.
-1.
I'm also the
I
negative.
count as a
The gnomes
large
are negative
creature
one here.
for. I count as a large creature for pushing, pulling, and carrying stuff. So even though I'm not strong, I can try.
Does anyone
I'm
have a
in fact
positive strength
large.
modifier?
Great.
Oh my god, how did we not coordinate that in session 0?
What a bunch of weaklings we are.
Oh my god, we're doomed.
Hofi, even you're negative.
Been taken out of the deck.
I'm net 0.
But
You're
You're
the
just
strongest so far, then.
Wow.
Oh my god! I've never played the strongest character.
Maybe Wedge. How
If
strong
Mike-
are you, no?
If Mike wants to kill us, all he's gotta do is like put us behind a door and a rock in front of the door, and we're dead.
I'm gonna have to rethink our combat encounters now.
Oh my god.
It's like when you just have like your toddlers, you can just put like a chair in front of them, and that will keep them at bay.
Just pick them up and hang them on the doorknob.
Put like
Well,
a
I know-
10-pound dumbbell on the other side.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Well, I know what my backup character's gonna be.
tentacle thing. Let's get the tentacle.
One of us will certainly die.
All right,
before
I'll
we
try.
do
I'll try.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So gonna
I'm
do.
like 7.5 feet tall. I've got to be able to make something work, right?
Yeah. All
Does
right.
anyone have a pry bar or anything?
It's a desk. Hopefully, we don't need a
I have
pry
a crowbar.
I have a small knife. I'm standing right here. I mean, I'll help you. I'll move one, and if you move the other.
All right.
So both of you
Okay.
do strength checks for me, please.
Okay.
Can't wait until you
Oh
just
my
cover the
God.
thing that's in the desk.
I
Would-
throw out my back by.
What'd you
Oh
get?
my
What are
God.
your results?
I broke both my
Ow.
wrists.
How is that a thing?
What'd you guys get?
2.
No way. Both of you got 2? Oh,
2 and a
man.
1.
So you guys like so Valsina on one side, Triscana on the other. You both look at
my
each other
God.
like, you ready? Oh!
Two.
The desk doesn't move.
I have brittle bones.
Still growing.
Okay.
Shit.
I'm gonna take my crowbar and pry between the wall and the desk.
You actually have a crowbar?
I do. I have a crowbar
Okay,
in my-
all right, yeah. Gonna do a you do a strength check
Thank
as
the
well.
gods.
All right. Oh my fucking God!
What'd you get?
It was
dropped
like
the crowbar
dropped
behind the
19
desk.
and dropped on the 1.
The
We have been defeated by a 100-year-old desk.
It's like 1,000 years
it's
old.
like 1,000 years old, yeah. You
For years, it'll just fall apart on its own.
Oh my God.
so
Okay, what's
Inspect the desk and see if there are any holes that are big enough for a mouse to climb through.
Oh, wait a minute.
Why does the mouse try to move the
I-
desk?
Well, here's the thing. If I rolled the wrong thing, I rolled a saving throw instead of a strength check.
okay, gonna do a strength check then. It's, yeah.
gonna be worse?
It could,
It's
well,
gonna-
it could be worse. Well, at least, yeah, we'll see. Okay. So it's an 8.
It ain't.
Still not fantastic.
Yeah. So you kind of wedge. If it had been the 1, this would be a different description. But you wedge your crowbar in there. But yeah, it's just not enough. You know, this little gnome, like Triscana and Valsina, like step aside to give you an opportunity, and you're like smaller than both of them, and
Let
you
me
can't.
do it.
It's not budging. Yeah. Yeah. So, Rowan, is there something you wanted to try with Squeakums?
Yeah, I just wanted to inspect the desk to see if there's any like holes that are big enough for him to go through, or if I could try to like jimmy the drawer out.
Well, the drawer is out, right? It's just there's something
Well,
odd
you-
about the sound the desk is
That's
making.
The drawer was pulled out, but not all the way out. Like you didn't like pull the drawers like out of the desk.
Apes together weak here is what's happening. We, I think we probably can we pull a drawer like lift and pull it all a drawer all the way out.
Sure.
It's gonna turn out to be just like a nail that catches.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
spending 15 minutes investigating a desk that's squeaky just needs some oil.
Yeah.
What,
It's
a
old as
trap.
hell.
We're
Is it-
going through all this trouble to
All right,
trigger the
so
trap.
I'm trying to lift one of the drawers and pull it out, like you would commonly do.
Okay. So Rowan, Zeph, you grab one of the drawers that has been partially opened. And it's really squeaky. Like this thing, it's got to be WD-40'd. Like it hasn't been in like 1,500 years. You kind of shimmy it a little bit, but eventually does pop out of the desk. And on the back of the drawer, attached to it, sitting in like this little ledge on the back of it, is what looks like a coin purse.
Oh, check it out.
Hey, see?
Hey,
Now, which one of us is strong enough to pick that coin purse up?
I don't think I am. Oh no.
Well, I'll take one coin out of it.
Yeah.
How much is in there?
Yeah, I'd like to inspect the coin purse.
Sure, yeah. So you open it up, and it's this old kind of looks like real leather, but as you pull it apart, the leather kind of falls apart in your hands, and these coins fall to the old cobblestone floor beneath you. Dust kind of comes up off the floor and off the coins as the leather coin purse falls apart. And you bend down and you look at these coins, and it looks like it's about 20 gold coins. With a face of what looks like maybe somebody who was worshipped. You're not sure, maybe a hero of some sort or a deity. Not quite sure, but there's a number of facial tattoos all over, kind of covering this person's face on this coin.
What do the tattoos look like? Is it apparent, or is it just you can tell there's something there?
You
but
can
it's
just
not
tell
really-
there's something there. You're not sure what the tattoos are exactly. And then on the flip side of the coin is a ship.
Do I recognize the deity?
You don't recognize it as a deity. Go and do a perception check, or go and do a history check.
Okay, even better. 19.
Okay. You don't recognize this person in particular. The only sense that you get is that maybe these coins are somehow related to Austravian history, to the history of the Austria people.
Wow.
It looks
Cool.
like a distant history. Like it's not like if you tried to pinpoint who this was now, you'd be like, I'm not sure these are Austria people, but you're getting a sense that maybe some sort of ancient history. Yeah.
Can we tell how old it is?
The coin itself?
Yeah.
Not exactly. It seems about at least as old as this ancient prison.
Wow. Cool. Can I have one of those?
Sure.
There's 20 of them. Just
Sure,
FYI.
we'll split them evenly.
Take 4
Thank you.
each.
Cool. Okay.
I feel like just mixing these in with all the others may not be wise, though. Is there?
I'm just putting Australian coin.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, you could probably try and spend it.
Yeah.
Parentheses. Old as hell.
How do I add something random like that?
Custom item in your manage equipment.
And then you have to edit it.
Gotcha. Custom.
Tell what kind of metal they're made out of.
Gold.
Gold.
Yeah. It's kind of got that soft feel that gold has.
I don't want to set this desk on fire.
I was thinking that too. I
Isn't it
just
metal?
want to. Is that weird?
Little.
You just want to set it on fire.
I mean, I'll restrain myself. But it's
Heard that.
tempting.
That was what I was going to try next.
If we couldn't get it open here. All the gold just would have melted into a pile.
Luke would have lost the history, I guess. Should we try and get out of here?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds like a great idea.
Okay.
Do we get a sense that we're anywhere near, like, the warehouse now, or is it feels like we're in a completely different, like, how far did we travel when we teleported, kind of deal?
Do
You're-
we hear any outside sounds?
You don't hear any outside sounds. Right now, audibly, all you hear is kind of the cavernous sound of this massive prison hold. You kind of hear the drip, drap of water. But it just sounds like maybe it's water creeping from the walls, just, creeping out of the ancient cobblestone walls, kind of falling to the ground. You don't know where you are in relation to where you were before. And all you hear is the echo of your voices in this cavern hold.
Is there any light coming in from anywhere?
It is very dark in here. But you do get the sense that there is kind of a very faint light coming from the tunnel to the west.
Okay. That's good. This means the structure isn't underwater. So, probably.
Yet.
Let's go. Okay. Start heading in that direction.
Okay. So you guys make your way back through the main part of the prison hold where you fought the zombies. And if you're going west, there's kind of this kind of tunnel that leads a little upwards, slight incline. So what's your marching order?
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Well, Valsina, you're the strongest, so maybe you should go first.
Yeah, I have pretty decent perception, so I'll go first.
Okay.
Sorry if you guys can't see over me, though.
Human, I can't see anything. So
Oh, yeah, wait, I also don't have dark vision. Unless,
yeah,
I mean,
neither do
I
I.
can make a flame. But that'll
Oh.
give our location away.
Last time you made a flame, we lost you, though.
That is true.
Yeah.
But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it'll take us back.
Yeah, and also, I used flames when we fought the zombies, and that was alright.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
also, I have a lantern.
Wow!
Oh,
That
well,
is
there you
great,
go. Hopi,
yeah.
after you, please, after you.
I just
You
was
shove him
a
in
little
front.
skeptical about using fire. All right, so I pulled out from my, my robes. I have like a oil lantern and everything on my belt loop, just a small one.
That's
Like
smart.
oil, and it emits a bit of a light.
I'll follow behind Hofi. I've got dark
Okay.
vision as well.
I'll follow behind Zeph. I have no dark vision.
I'll go last because I have dark vision too, just in case there's anything
Watch
behind
the
us.
flank.
So we should have a 15-foot radius and dim light for another 30 feet after that.
Okay. So you guys start to make your way down this tunnel with Valsina in the front, Holfi directly behind her, holding this lantern up, casting pretty sizable light. You're making your way down this hallway. The walls are kind of made of this kind of mix of what looks like dirt and old cobblestone. You make your way up this moderate incline for about 100 feet, and eventually it dead ends to a number of boulders that have been collapsed, that are kind of blocking your path.
This
Very
is
good.
the end.
Yeah, how much food did everyone bring? We gotta start rationing that.
My only friend.
There is a faint light coming through a crack between the boulders, but the light is very faint because the crack between the boulders is very small.
I'll bite. How big are the boulders?
They kind of range in size. There's several of them. They range in size anywhere from about 3 feet across to, say, about maybe 10 feet across.
Okay, great.
There's a pile
wait,
of them, maybe from what you can tell, maybe half a dozen to 8 or 10. Yeah.
Soapstone.
Any chisels around?
I was on the other side, I would probably hear that tink, 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 tink.
Mhm.
Well, it's worth a shot. Is there any water on the ground around us?
The ground is damp, but you're not standing in a pool of water or anything.
I'll cast shape water to pull the water out of the ground and just try and get a ball in my hand,
Okay.
And then I just look expectantly, waiting to magically disappear like how we got in here.
I'll summon a little flame.
I'll freeze my ball into ice.
Nothing happens.
Use the fire to melt the ice.
Okay.
Could you send your mouse through that hole?
Could, but I wouldn't know what he would see.
That's a fair point.
Other than maybe I could let him peek to see if there's danger on the other side.
One of us could peek to see if there's danger, but then we might lose our eye.
I mean, it could be a hawk's nest on the other side.
What else can we do though? So I mean,
On the plus side, tomorrow I might be able to get us out.
I could certainly get us out if we were to experience so much in this dungeon that, say, we learned a lot from it and enhanced our abilities.
what if we go back to the place where we were teleported from and then try the water or the fire thing again? I don't know what that would do.
That makes me nervous because then we might teleport into the guards.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it if we're still here, this time next week.
Okay, alright, I've got an idea. What if I try to move the boulders, but I cast guidance on myself first? Huh?
I like it. I will help you. I am
Are there
feeling
any
very
other
strong
ways
today.
what about those cells? Were there any that were broken that might lead to another way around?
So
Okay, well,
Zeph did a pretty good investigation of a couple of the cells and wasn't able to find anything. If you want to spend your time searching maybe 3 dozen different cells.
That's not a good.
all right, I'll help you move the boulders.
So these these boulders all tightly wedged in. I mean, there's no chance of moving them.
No, there's
Just a stack
you can
of them.
certainly try. It is a stack of boulders. You're not sure how tightly wedged they are. There's a gap between one of them, between 2 of them where some light's coming through, so they're not that tightly packed together.
Let's
All
try
right,
and
so
make that gap a little bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, let's try pulling the small ones.
Okay.
Let's put the crowbar in there, and we'll try to push it really hard, and I'll guide myself.
And who's all helping in this, aiding in this?
I'll help. We get this crowbar. I'm small. I'll get a hand on it.
So Zeph, Valsina, and Triskana, you 3, and
and
Rowan.
Rowan.
Okay. So all 5 of you. All right. So you all get in there. You kind of look at each other and get your hands on a number of boulders. So everyone do a strength check for me.
Maybe it'll go better this time.
You won't believe what I just
One.
rolled.
So Rowan got
I
a
will.
1.
I will.
Roll the 12.
2.
6.
6.
It's cool. I also get to add a D4 to that, which, big shocker, also was a 1.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Your god is dead.
You know, I'm gonna refresh
Can I try?
D&D Beyond. Let's get a new RNG list here.
D&D
Uh,
Beyond needs a dice jail.
I haven't tried a strength check yet. Let me try it.
Hey, I did better than terrible. 12.
Yeah, 12 is not
12.
bad.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's
you
double
guys.
digits. We're crushing it.
Oh,
12 and a
wow.
9, if you move the same boulder, does that...
Yeah, we're all working together on the same boulder.
It's
Maybe.
kind of like
So I got a 1, a 6, a +4 for guidance, another 1, a 12, and what else?
Wait, Rowan, did you try?
She got a
Try?
1.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 9.
You rolled
Or
a
rather,
9.
no, I didn't roll 9. Hofi had a 9.
Okay. And a 9.
Change the dice.
Did I
So
get-
the tiny gnome was the best.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's...
At
All
this
right.
rate, we might as well just construct an elaborate police system.
All
We
right.
live here now. This is our new home.
honestly selling your soul to to be a warlock is probably just making a lot of sense right now.
If we take an 8-hour nap, I can cast Thunderwave at it, which will probably push them.
I could
10
do
feet
what I
away.
Just
always do.
packs him tighter.
All right, 1 sec. Give me
I think
one
you
second
should
here.
do what you do.
Alright.
Actually.
Let's see the result here. I'm like splitting some effort. What do we got? Oh boy, here we go.
All right.
Rock
So
fall and kill us.
So you guys get into these boulders and you're able to wedge a number of them out. However, you're not quite strong enough to keep control of all these boulders as they start to tumble down. And Zeph, one unfortunately falls on you and kind of pins you up against the wall. So you will take...
Rock
He's
fall
gonna
and kill
stop.
us.
You're stuck. You can't move that.
Might be down here for about
What is it?
127 hours.
Four bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Are you
shit.
dead? Did we
Not-
just kill you?
Not quite, but
All right. So, yeah. So you're able to get yourself kind of unpinned from where the boulder fell against you. There is now a hole where these boulders were, leading to what looks like maybe another area. But yeah.
You have 2 hit points left. Am I reading that right?
that's accurate.
Oh my.
Good God.
Do
So
I have
I'm
anything?
Should I
sorry.
burn this cheap ass healing potion that I bought from that woman back in the shop?
No.
Oh, don't
We'll
waste
get
it.
you out of here. We'll get you out of here. Do you want to,
Well,
magic? What do you
Well,
think
no-
I meant?
yes, no, I know. What I thought
I
we could
just
see
met
through the
you.
hole. What do we see through the hole right now?
Do we see anything in the hole? Can I peek?
Sure. Yeah. So Rowan, you kind of clamber up on top of the boulders, and you peek your head through the hole that the boulders that you pulled down created, and you see another passageway lit by a number of sconces, a well-lit passageway. As you poke your head through, you see the passageway leads to your left and to your right. And as soon as you poke your head through, also as soon as these boulders came down, you suddenly got this waft of ocean air. Salty.
Well, it seems like we're going the right way. I see sconces. It's like a whole lit up hallway. There's 2 ways to go. And it feels like there's like some kind of breeze, like the ocean or something.
Okay. So we're probably close to the outside then.
Yep.
Good.
Give me 1 second here.
We can't fit through this hole, right?
1 sec, sorry. Any of you could. So the hole's about, I don't know, I'd say maybe about 3 feet across in either direction. So it's enough for each of you to fit through individually.
Even Valsina. Okay.
Skinny but tall.
Same.
Well, I should not be first through. I am direly injured.
And I'm about to
Well, you
share a
stay in the
map.
middle.
Let me know if you guys can see it.
It's already sticking out. I'll stick it out a little farther and
Drop
get out
down.
first.
All right.
Are we ready to go though? Like I don't want to step out by myself.
I will go immediately after.
Did that map come through for you guys?
It's starting to, but not yet.
I'm watching on our stream.
It might be a big one. Oh yeah, don't watch on the stream.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Yeah, because it
All
is
right, well, I'll bring up
masked.
Fantasy Grounds and you can just look over here.
I'll have to, yeah. Don't watch on the stream. Oh boy.
Because it is masked. So this is a big map. It's a map. So let's see how.
You know better.
Yeah, I should know better. Curious how it works.
All right, well, the room we're going into is gray and dark. They call it Loading. Very
But
mysterious.
It has torches. They all go out.
Odd type of magical darkness or fog overtakes us.
Okay.
All right. So lesson learned: don't make maps this big. Let's see.
Oh, wait, I got a grid now.
Yep.
Fantasy Grounds might be
I
crashing.
can't help but feel, because I feel like I'm the only one who's taken any damage this campaign so far. I can't help but feel like this is the DM getting back at me for something.
Yeah, it's just it's the magic of the dice.
Sure.
Okay, I see it. I see just this much of it. It's good.
It came up on your fantasy grounds.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Boulders.
It's masked, but I can see it.
You guys got it there. Triskana, Valsina, Zeph. You guys have it yet?
My
Zeph?
Fantasy Grounds
I
is
don't
crashing.
I'm just looking over.
Okay.
We never told Zeph to install Fantasy Grounds because I thought we were gonna play on D&D Beyond, but it's cool. We got it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. All right. Okay. So yeah, you guys one by one make your way through the hole into this passageway here, and you see that this passageway kind of leads, like I said, kind of to your right and to your left. You do hear the sound of waves in the distance and the smell of salt air.
Can we tell which direction? Yeah.
Yes.
You can do a perception check.
Do we both
All
do
of
that?
us?
All of you can do it. Yeah, and we'll see what it averages out to.
6.
One good skill. 11.
19.
8.
Thank
6,
God.
11, 19, and 9.
17.
Okay. Yeah, so the sound of the ocean waves are coming from the left.
The left. Okay. So I feel like the sounds are coming from the left. So that might be the way out.
But there
Well, are
could
we
be
trying
someone.
to infiltrate this warehouse, which I don't understand why, or are we trying to get out of here? Have we had enough, or do we
The
want
way
to
you
keep going?
think, because I kind of want to go the other way, but
I kind of want to go the other way too. We might learn something.
do it.
Here,
Okay,
Let me
let's do
put up some tokens for you guys.
Oh God.
V.
I will begrudgingly go with the group,
Thank
Probably
you.
more zombies.
Zeph.
despite I have no alternative. I'm getting ready to die. If I go alone, I certainly will.
Who am I missing? Triskana, Valsina, Rowan, Zeph, and Holfi.
Whole
Got
Whole
it.
Foods.
There you go.
Whole Foods?
All right, there you go. So what are you guys doing?
I guess we're heading away from the ocean.
Going the wrong way.
You're heading away from the sound of the ocean?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
Whole
you,
fee for your fee hole. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's not even funny that way.
so you guys make your way from your vantage point on this map. You make your way left, so you came out of this hole. You're turning right, looking at the map. You're going left here. You just kind of see you make a kind of a turn around a corner, and the passageway continues down.
Is Holfi first? Are you going first? Or you're not now because I made fun of your name?
No, it's fine.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll go ahead first.
I will-
Stealthily as you can.
I will also go
Please
behind him,
treat-
Okay.
barefoot
I'll
and
try to
stealthily.
sandwich in the middle.
I'll go last again. With dark vision.
Peeking around the boulder.
And then I'll go second to last.
Okay.
with the sconces and all that, I extinguished my lamp. So.
Okay. So you guys take a peek around the corner, and from what you can see, that oh, you're doing it stealthily. Okay. Yeah, so you take a peek around the corner, and it's just the passageway just kind of continues, and it looks like down about 30 to 35 feet, it kind of bends to the right again.
Okay, let's keep going.
Right. Keep going. I love that we're single file.
Yeah.
Yeah, picture like
This is
we
very
all take the
Scooby-Doo.
right step to the
I was
left
gonna
step.
say we are absolutely the Scooby-Doo gang.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
And there's the copyright strike.
All right.
In DMCA.
It's fine. We don't make money off this.
All right. We're so you guys make your way all the way kind of down towards the end of this, where it bends here. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. So Hofi, you're the first to kind of approach there, and you notice that up ahead, this passageway empties into what looks like a much larger room of some sort. It looks like maybe some sort of door leading into a another cavernous room, if you will.
Ooh.
This hallway we're in, does it look like it's been mined out, or does it look naturally generated?
It looks like it's been mined out. Looks
Okay.
man-made. Yeah. Looks ancient as well.
What do we see at the end of the cavern, where it just kind of like dead ends?
You see a opening that leads into a much larger room. This room, from what you can see, has kind of a stone floor, not cobblestone, kind of small stones lining the ground. You don't see anything in particular in the room at this point.
Let's go. Let's go in.
Are we expecting that we would have any way of being able to talk our way out of this if we run into the wrong folks?
We got lost. We got teleported here. I think that's a pretty good reason.
Bad enough. I could.
Our other option is we could go back to the prison and take a short rest. Throwing it out there.
What fun is that?
I like that idea.
For ship leave.
I recover some hit points doing that, don't I? I
Yes,
like
you
that
do.
idea.
Yeah.
The ship, I mean,
If we don't make it, my
doesn't
family
leave-
lose everything.
Oh
we
yeah,
have.
what time is it? That's an important. Well, we're leaving
Doesn't leave till
tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
We haven't even had dinner yet, right? We just had lunch.
Yeah.
A late lunch.
a big late night.
We've only been down here, what, like an hour? We're okay. Do you guys want to take a short rest? We could probably sit here if we don't hear anything
That
coming.
would be a good idea.
Back in the
We should at least investigate this area first before we fall asleep.
Well, we don't have to sleep. We can just kind of like sit and catch our breath a little bit.
Yeah,
Approximately
Catch
an
stuff up
hour.
a bit.
it's a short rest, so it's like you guys are literally just like sitting on the ground and resting, basically.
Do I hear anything? Do I hear anything rustling in the next room, or does it seem quiet?
Do a perception check, please.
10.
All right. Yeah,
My
you don't
highest roll tonight, I think.
you don't hear much except for kind of the faint echo of your own breathing as you take some time to relax on the ground.
I think it's okay. Do you want to sit and... Yeah, let's sit for a minute. We'll be okay.
yes.
Can I just look around too
Okay.
and look up and just make sure everything's clear? There's nothing hanging from the ceilings.
Yep. Yeah, so you look around, the ceilings and the walls all kind of made of the same material. It looks like it's just natural rock face that's been like Valsina just said, mined, blown out in the in whatever you are in currently. You don't see anything that looks dangerous or anything like that. The only thing is these sconces on the walls, which are lighting the passageway.
These sconces.
What's
This
up?
looks cool. I mean, don't you think it's weird that these sconces are lit?
It's a little weird. Are they magically lit, or did someone light them?
It's a little weird that we're here at all.
Yeah,
True.
it's cool though. All right, I see.
They might
So
be
do we want a
mid-
short rest out in the open, or should we go back a bit?
I'll follow you guys.
It's only an hour.
crawling back in the hidey hole?
What are the odds that someone would come this way when the only thing this path leads to is a cave-in?
This,
Leads
well, we
to an
didn't go
ocean.
the other way.
We're
This
midway
is a long
between
hallway.
this cavern and the ocean, for what we sounds like the ocean.
That's true.
So maybe let's just go back and sit where on the opposite side of the cave-in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's do that.
So you guys are going back the other way?
Yes.
For a
Okay.
little rest.
Because I'm not used to being a spellcaster, what's the deal with spells and like spell slots and short rests? Do we get them back, or is it only long rests?
What
you-
what caster are you?
Bard.
Do you have arcane recovery?
Don't think I do as a feat.
Oh, as a bard? Oh, that's a good question. I never follow my bard rules.
I
as
don't
a
think you
bard.
get bardic inspiration back yet. I think it takes a couple levels before you get him back on a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think a short rest only gives you hit dice back, right?
Yeah.
Only gives
you
hit points
don't,
back.
And like I get my racial traits back on a short rest.
and you're not recovering any spell slots. No.
Unless you're a warlock or a...
Right. Can we theater of the mind going back to the cave-in so we don't have to keep moving the tokens?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you go back to where you kind of entered this passageway. Are you going any further, or are you just staying right here?
Just on the other side of it.
Okay.
Falling
Just to
back to the
offer,
boulder
just to
hole.
offer, just to hide us if anyone were to come passing by, they wouldn't see us.
Okay. All right. Oh, so you're going back in through where you came. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
just on the other side of the cave-in, just briefly. Just on
Okay.
the other side, right there.
All right. All right. Yeah. So you guys take a short rest on the other side of those boulders there. About half an hour into your short rest, you hear some kind of distant voices coming from the passageway that you were just in. And those voices seem to be approaching. And eventually they come very close, and you see what looks like two individuals' heads just kind of walk by this small hole that you created to crawl through. And they're just kind of talking to each other casually. And one's like, "Oh, so I told her, I got a lot on my plate right now. I don't really have time for, settle down and have a family and that." And one's like, "Well, that's true. Sometimes you just have to be honest." And they kind of pass by and walk the other direction that you guys did not go.
I stand corrected. That was a good idea. Sorry.
Quick question before we roll too far on this. For short, do we actually complete a short rest or no?
You have not completed it yet. You're about half an hour in.
Could we see them? Could we see what they were wearing, or we just saw their heads?
You just kind of saw their heads kind of bob by.
Did they have hats?
They did not have hats, no.
Okay.
So probably not gold boots.
You could barely make them out because the hole that you created where the boulders were is very small. You're just barely able to fit through, and they just kind of walk past quickly. Yeah.
It's dark.
3 feet. I mean, your head can go by that pretty quickly. Yeah.
So they were headed out. They were here the whole time then. Is that...
Potentially.
Now I really want to see what's there.
Me too.
Should we finish our rest first, or should we go out?
We should finish our rest, but
Yeah.
I feel good about our adventure.
I'm not even tired. Shh. Oh,
Speak for yourself.
About 10 minutes later,
You just did.
You have blood on your face.
Top. What did the M say? 10 minutes later.
Yeah, so about 10 minutes later, you hear the voices approaching again. But at the same time, kind of overlapping with the voices, you kind of hear this, like, dragging sound of maybe...
It's a dragon.
TPK,
The dice would do that. this
end of the
week, wouldn't
campaign. Yeah.
Well, that was a fun campaign.
Sorry.
You hear this, like, rhythmic dragging sound. Maybe sound of, like, wood or metal on dirt. Well, this is a heavy one, isn't it? Help me out here, would you? Do your part. You kind of hear this.
What they're dragging?
Are you taking a peek?
I'm just trying to, take a peek.
Okay.
The stealthiest of us should do that.
Yeah, so going to do a stealth check.
No, Naomi, come out.
What'd you get?
15.
15. All right. So you kind of like creep up to the hole that you made, and you kind of just barely just inch your eyes over it to take a look down the hallway from where they're coming, and you see them. These two individuals. They're just kind of wearing plain clothes. Nothing too remarkable. It looks just kind of like average commoner's clothing. They have what looks like maybe like a dolly with a rather large barrel on it, and they're wheeling this dolly with this barrel up this path towards the right from where you're peeking out. So
They're not gold
Say again?
boots. They're dragging a barrel. They're not gold boots. They just look like normal people.
You know, they don't always wear their boots. Sometimes they can take them off.
It might be part of the smuggling operation.
Mm-hmm.
Guys.
Maybe.
What
do you think?
Would be affiliated. Could be.
What do you think's in the barrel?
I know, but it was heavy. Whatever it was.
I heard it. It sounded like a dragon. Okay.
So about 20 seconds later, the same two individuals carrying that barrel kind of pass by that gap in the boulders that you made. A little slower this time as they're dragging a rather large and seemingly heavy barrel. But they do pass, and they make their way back down the passageway.
Down the passageway away from the ocean.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Back and forth.
They only went
there-
once. So, yeah, go ahead.
It's possible that they could come back, though.
Hmm.
They went away from the ocean, back towards the ocean.
They're unloading.
The opposite. So the first time they passed, they went towards the sound of the ocean, and now they're coming away from it, back towards the way that you guys initially went.
Are they unloading a ship, do you think?
Or loading up a ship.
Oh,
Well, it seems-
they brought it back. So
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
This is clearly part of the smuggling operation.
Yep.
Was it heavier on the way in or the way out?
They
They
weren't
didn't have
carrying-
anything on the way out.
Okay.
They came back. They went out to the ship and came back with a
Totally
barrel.
disguise
That's
yourself and then
That's
go
what's
to
happened.
the-
That's what appears to have happened.
Well, why don't we wait to see if they go back out one more time, and then we'll race in, check it out, and then race back out.
I would love to finish the rest.
Oh, we will. We will. I'm just saying, maybe the timing will work out.
So we're waiting and resting.
Okay. Yeah, so a few minutes pass, and once again you hear their voices. You hear their voices approaching again as well. Oh, I'll tell you, Jack, my back is killing me. All this heavy lifting. I'm just not cut out for this anymore. Yeah, you're telling me, Bardwick. I'm only doing it for the money. We're fortunate that they trust us to help with this. And then their heads pass by again, and they make their way back towards the right side of the map, or from your guys' perspective to the left.
When you guys were rifling through those guards' lockers, did you happen to take any clothes?
Nope.
Okay.
It was only me, and I had to turn around and run quickly because I heard some voices coming.
But
Okay.
they're wearing common clothes, so maybe it's okay. Like maybe if just one of us that looks normal.
We may
like,
blend in.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a big enough operation that they would be able to mix up. Oh, you're another random. Okay. Yeah.
5
there any-
newcomers is a little strange, yeah.
Are there any barrels around?
Are you taking another peek out?
I'm just wondering
Or
if
where
there
you
might
are.
be an empty barrel somewhere that one of us could fit into.
Not in the immediate vicinity. So there's nothing in this area that you're in. And you didn't see any in the parts of the passageway that you snuck out into previously.
But when you go towards the ship, if you can find one, get into a barrel. You can empty it and then come back.
Then you'd have to empty it there.
I do
Okay,
that.
what if?
It
Build
seems like
yourself
we're not going to have
inside.
much time to be anywhere without being seen at the moment.
So, Rowan, you're very stealthy, and Holfie, you're very charming. So why don't you two go check it out? And then if you get caught, maybe you guys can talk your way out of it, and then me and whoever wants to come can head out the other direction.
Or maybe
And
you
buy
guys
some
can
time.
rescue us if we get caught. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, we're going for 50-something intern. Am I right? Okay.
How are you? How are your people skills?
Fairly good.
I think he's very nice.
Well, thank you.
Well, can you do me a favor at least, and can you hold Squeakums? I don't want to put him in this situation.
I mean, I'm gonna go the direction of the guards, but sure. I have message.
you
One of
might
you has
be-
message too, right? So we can talk to each other just in case?
To be clear, I'm very near death.
Yeah.
I do
Aren't we
have
gonna
it.
finish
I
our
do.
short rest first?
That's what I'm trying to say. Can we please finish our short rest before we do anything?
Because if we
stupider
weren't, we
than
should
we
have
already
taken
have.
that 10-minute gap to search, but we didn't. So
I think this is included as part of the short rest. We're just talking.
It is. This is all
Yeah,
part of the short
yeah.
rest. Yep.
How much longer do we have till we finish the rest?
About 20 minutes.
Well,
We
we'll wait
can
until.
detect how long it takes them to come back or go back and forth.
About
Let's,
15
let's
minutes
count.
or so.
Yeah.
Man, think about
This'll
that.
work out
15
great.
minutes to put a barrel on a dolly and walk.
They talk. They walk.
They are chatty Cathy's, those two.
15 seems long. It
learn
seems
some
like
more
if
stuff.
we're only 40 minutes in and nothing happened for our first half an hour, so it's.
Mhm.
I'd say it's been 5 to 10 that they've been going back and forth.
That's right.
Get
Yeah,
them
it's closer to
rest.
that. Yeah.
Send them a letter.
You should bury him.
Okay. So you guys are just hanging tight in this passageway where you're
That's
hiding?
my vote.
I think we should move a little bit back away from the hole. I think we've gotten really lucky in them not noticing the 3-foot hole.
Well, I could cast minor illusion and pretend that there's a rock there, still there.
Not a bad idea.
Alright, I
It
cast
wasn't
minor
there
illusion.
the first 2-3 times they went by, and it's going to be there now.
I said that could be a little weird if they noticed it.
I think we should just lay low, not change anything about the environment, finish the rest, and then we can be a bit more bold.
At this point, you guys hear their voices approaching once again from the sound where the ocean waves were. This time you hear a much kind of louder, dragging sound as if they're carrying something heavier digging into the ground.
Can I go check again?
Take a
Sure.
peek.
You gonna take a peek? Gonna do a stealth check again?
Oh,
I'll give you guidance.
13.
13. Okay. Yeah, so you take another peek and you're able to not be seen as they approach with what looks like this time a crate, a square crate, being wheeled on the same dolly, but it definitely looks heavier. You got the one person kind of dragging it by the handles and the other one's kind of bent down, kind of helping to push it along as the other guy pulls it. Some weird sound is just coming. Do you guys hear that?
Yeah, there's someone's getting feedback or something. Up it.
It stopped.
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
No.
Oh, that's you, Nick. Something about your headset or something.
I had to plug it in to charge it, it died on me, and now it looks like it just wasn't awesome.
Yeah. Do you have a pair of like earbuds or something?
It's still
Earbuds.
Why don't I take my headset off? We can share over here.
Who says a dog can't play basketball?
Alright, let's see how this goes. I didn't hear the description of the.
Can
Do I
you-
sound okay now?
Good.
Do I sound okay? Here we go. Do I sound
Yeah.
okay now?
Yep, you sound good.
Alright, I did not hear the results of her check.
We're all dead.
Yes,
So
you,
they're
you're all dead. No. So they're coming back up with this time carrying a large crate. Well, it looks like it's heavier than the barrel that they were carrying before. One guy's pulling, the other's kind of pushing it, helping to push it along the path. And that was it. Yep.
They've got a crate this time, so it looks like more than just liquid.
Cool.
Not
Could
saying
do
much.
anything in there.
They look
Secret
tired
knowledge.
though. They look kind of tired. We might be able to take them next time they come around.
We could always dig a little trench and get that way the dolly gets stuck.
But what about the people on the other end that are waiting for them?
We could disguise ourselves in their clothes.
I can try.
I don't know when to quit, so.
I like it.
Faithfully played. We still need another 15 minutes to finish the rest.
And
I feel like
they pass by and they make their way back up the way you guys were initially going.
we need to ignore the carrot being dangled in front of us right now
Yes.
to finish this rest.
We need to finish this rest.
Well, they're dropping that giant, delicious-looking crate off, but then when they come back, we'll have our chance, and you should be rested by then. Yeah?
Time is going very slowly. I think we still have at least 15 minutes to finish the rest, and they're going to keep going back and forth until we either finish the rest or one of us loses their mind and has to get involved with them in some way.
Okay.
So the remainder of the short rest finishes. You guys had about 15 or 20 minutes left. You don't hear from those two what seem to be smugglers again. They don't walk by. You don't hear their voices, and you guys have completed your short rest.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
how do I technically complete a short rest here in DDBeyond? What do I need to do to make sure that?
There's a short rest button.
Yep. Just click it, and it'll do everything that needs to be done for me.
Think
Or?
so.
Click it, it'll start turning green, and then you click confirm.
So it's a short rest period of downtime, at least 1 hour long. Recover, reset maximum HP changes during this rest.
Yes.
And I guess I can. It's asking me about my hit die here too.
You should check both of them
Check them. Okay, take short rest.
and confirm. There you go.
And then once the little check mark comes up, you've clicked it enough times.
Yes. Okay.
Well, we're level 1, so
It says short rest taken, but my HP is still 2. So what do I?
that's weird. What is your hit die? Do you know? Does it say under Warlock?
Should be a D8 for a warlock.
1d8. Yeah.
Right,
So you
I
can just
don't-
roll a D8 and then add your Constitution modifier, and then that's how many hit points you get back.
There you go.
Okay. A 1. Fucking awesome.
What's your Constitution?
+1, so I'll pick up 2 hit points. Wow, that
Oh,
was
That's a
barely
bummer.
worth it.
I'll spend a healing word to heal you as well. So I'll give you.
Have spell slots left?
I do. So it is you. So 6 hit points on top of that.
Oh, that has me all healed up.
Yay.
Cool.
So really, I can only take 5. My max is 9. I am 100%. All right, let's go kick some ass.
Okay, and the last place the smugglers went, are they back in the cave or are they out in the ocean?
The last place you saw them go was the way that you guys were going, back in the cave, not towards the ocean.
Let's just wait. We've waited this long.
Wait another 15 minutes and hope they walk
Well,
again?
Do we want to have an interaction with them, or do we want to go down into the cavern and see what they've dropped off?
I want them to pass by us and then go the opposite direction and see what they dropped off. I don't want to talk to those men.
So yeah, are they in the cavern now, or are they back out towards the ocean?
Cavern.
Okay, then we should probably wait for them to come back out.
Yeah. We've waited this long. Let's just be patient, okay, Rowan?
Or we could always go and steal what's left of the ship.
I have a
Steal.
feeling there might be people out at the ship.
Probably a whole crew on the ship, right?
I'd imagine so.
I was picturing just a small smuggling operation, not like a, flagship or anything.
We have no idea what it is.
Imagining a single rowboat or something.
Well, for a smuggling operation, they usually don't get too greedy and know that
Consider the weight that they just brought in.
maybe it's a barge. A
Maybe
barge
it's a
that
barge.
recently went on the market.
Oh, he's so funny. Did you
Now
keep
that-
a spare set of keys for it?
Can I
Sold a barge that wasn't yours and took it when it wasn't yours.
just say, if you could sell that barge twice if that's the case, and you would be a hero among, like, legends.
You don't need to convince me. I'm already in. It's just
I would like to use the DM's homebrew rule to give Rowan inspiration for having balls of steel.
Okay. All right. So
Love
that's
it.
one inspiration.
Okay.
You know, you had ball bearings.
it's a lot.
Okay.
of them.
So are we waiting to see if they come back, pass through? That sounds like that's the
Yeah.
consensus.
Yeah,
All
let's
right. So
wait
we're gonna wait to
15
see if they come back through.
Looking,
Gotta go
looking
warehouse.
for the hole.
Roughly about the same amount of time it seemed like they were taking back and forth. So what is it, 5 minutes kind of deal?
Yeah, 5 or 10 minutes. They don't pass. They're not. Doesn't seem like they're coming back this way. You don't hear their voices.
So they went into the cavern and have not come back out.
I got nowhere else to be. I can wait all night.
We might have to, and we do have to be somewhere tomorrow.
Oh, that's true.
Well, they do have rooms that Pithy made, and they looked comfortable.
That's
A lot
true.
more comfortable than this.
That's also true.
Putrid, rotting flesh boulder pile.
Let's just go, kill him, and then loot the.
I'm sorry, what? You want to...
Or
Is-
they live their life happily, get to enjoy their pension for smuggling.
I understand that the conscription has upset us all in some way, but I don't know if we should resort to murder immediately.
Or at all.
Rowan stealing barges and killing thugs. Since
All right, so I say we head into the cavern. If we come into them, we'll deal with it when it happens.
Okay.
All right.
So let's climb back out through the hole. And this is where Mike asks us our marching order.
Yeah.
Look who's suddenly impatient now that he's got a short rest in him.
That's all I needed. I told you. I'm up for adventuring as long as I'm not going to die from it.
I mean, you might still die.
Oh, sure, of course, but now it's a little less certain.
All right.
We're all dying, honestly.
All right.
Okay. Same
See-
as before?
All right.
Alright.
So you make your way back out into the passageway. Are you going the same way as well? You going the way you were
Yeah.
going? Okay.
We're following these guys
Toward
in.
the dead end kind
Yeah.
of deal.
There you go. All
Should we
right.
go the opposite because
Stealth.
You want to go out towards the ocean and not get any prizes?
well, I'm saying the prizes will still be there in the warehouse, won't they?
Not
Should
unless
we
we
get
get
our bearings and see
discovered
what's
out by the
there?
ocean. Yeah.
Just make sure there's no one coming up.
And make sure that there's actually an escape too, possibly.
Fortune favors the bold.
One or the other. Let's pick.
How
We
far
can
you
split
going?
up.
No.
Great idea.
Yeah, let's just split the party real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. What could go wrong?
Let's vote.
Going first again, Wolfie.
I say
don't
we go
remember
deeper
going
into the
back.
into
Sure.
the
Whichever way
cavern.
we're going.
Me too.
Let's turn the lights off though. Or wait, they're already off. Oh, we could extinguish the torches and maybe it'll give us a little more
Then
opportunity.
I won't be able to.
hide.
I won't be able to see.
I won't be able to see.
I'm hesitant to alter the environment. Let's not tip off that something odd is afoot.
Yeah, for all we know,
Although-
there could be another entrance further in.
Yeah.
And they could have just gone home.
That seems likely. I say we go further in. I doubt out towards the ocean. I'm gonna guess that's just where a ship would be when stuff's getting dropped off, and it's just gonna be a dock out there in the middle of nowhere.
All right.
That's a guess.
Into the belly of the beast.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you guys are going the same way you were going before, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you make your way, and how far are you going?
Let's go as deep as we were before and see if we can see where they dropped anything off.
Okay. So again, you see kind of that cavernous room ahead of you. You don't see anything in particular. It is a large room that you see, but from your perspective, it looks kind of empty at this point.
And there are exits to the left and right.
There is. Here, I'm revealing some of the map
Those
for
are
you.
boulders.
Oh, the
Yeah, those are all
boulders.
boulders. Yeah,
I'm
this
in
is,
the distance.
yeah.
Well, they were going down in here somewhere. I'll walk to the very end of the back wall and just kind of look at it closely, feel around.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Where are you?
I
You
went
can't
to the
move.
very, very back wall.
You're going like all the way to the end. You're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this. I mean, this. It's not a wall, so it opens up into a large room.
Okay, so what's the very far end of the room?
So as soon as you approach, this room kind of opens itself to you, and you can see inside the room to the left and right. And within the room, you see.
Oh my god, it's huge.
Yeah. It's a map.
Sorry. Mike, can you drag my token towards everyone else?
Yes. Hold on one second.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, me looking at this map from across the room kind of alters my perception of it a bit.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I'm first in line there.
I'm going to avoid large maps like this because it just froze up my fantasy grounds.
Do you want to be first, or would you rather someone else go first?
There we go.
I don't mind being first. Why not? No one else is particularly stronger.
No.
Yeah, crow.
Or
crow,
hardier.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So anyhow, while I wait for that map to fix itself, you approach this room and you get a much better vantage point. It is a massive room, maybe about, I want to say, maybe 80 to 100 feet across in any direction, rather large. The room looks empty with the exception of numerous casks, crates, and barrels kind of lining the walls. And you kind of see that reflected in the map here, hopefully. So you look to the right, you see a number of crates against the far wall and to the right, and then closer to you to the right as well is a number of barrels laying on their side. To the left is also a number of barrels, however, they're kind of lined up and they're stacked standing up. And then across on the left wall is a number of barrels also. There are a number of goods in here, a number of barrels and crates. It looks like this is obviously where they probably store a lot of what is being smuggled in and out of Loudwater.
Do we see any other exits in this room, like where those men might have gone out?
You see a door directly across from you.
Does it have a handle, or is it? Or
It's
just
not
like
even a
doorway?
door, it's just a doorway. It's an entranceway to another room.
Okay. Can I tiptoe over to it, like super quiet, and just look through and see if I can see them or anybody coming?
Sure. Yeah, so you're making your way across this storage room,
Yes.
basically. Yeah. So you're able to tiptoe your way across. You don't see anybody in this room. It's empty with the exception of all these smuggled items. And as you tiptoe your way across, your tiptoeing kind of just reverberates through the room.
Oh wow. I cast shatter on all the barrel. No. What do I see when I peek through the doorway?
Okay. You see what looks like an office, and I'm revealing the map here, but it looks like an office of some sort. On the ground is kind of like this bear skin rug with a couch on top of it. On the opposite side of that couch is a U-shaped desk with a chair behind it. On the left wall there's a bed, and on the right wall there's a couple working desks. There's a cask to the left in the corner directly there, as you can see, and it looks like a dresser or a wardrobe of some sort on the left wall as well, with a fireplace on the far wall.
There are no other doors in that office or in this giant storage area?
Not that you see, no.
I kind of follow behind Triscana, just amazed the size of the room compared to my 3'5" self. Just kind of looking around. Wow.
And
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of stand in the middle of the room and just watch and observe.
Okay.
Okay.
My
I'm gonna
token's still off the map. I can't get it.
Okay, I'll go grab it. Oh, it's off the map.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I think it's behind a mask.
Oh, is it here? I can grab it for you. It is behind the mask.
What do you guys want to be doing before I go poking around this office?
I definitely think the office is the best place to look, but we have to figure out where these people went. In theory, this is a dead end, right?
Yeah,
Where are they?
There's got to be some kind of hidden outway in this office, I think.
Mhm.
Or a secret barrel, maybe.
I mean, that one barrel in the office is a little sus, but
Private
Okay.
select trash.
Okay. I enter the office.
that's the imposter barrel.
I
Okay.
follow behind Triscana.
Okay.
I'm so giant.
How tall are you, Triscana?
So
6'4".
Hulfi, Zeph,
Okay, so
Triscana.
my,
Go ahead,
so my
sorry.
head is about butt height.
You like it. Sorry. What?
What?
So as you enter this room, you kind of get a sense of the grandeur of this room. While it's not huge, right, you can get a sense of the size of the room from the map. It kind of stands in stark contrast to the rest of this smuggling den. It's lavish, kind of well adorned, right? It has, this bearskin rug. It looks like the room's been decorated with imports from around the globe. You see a number of items on the desk. Looks like old books. There is in the corner of the room next to the fireplace. So kind of wedged between the fireplace and the desks, you see what looks like a stuffed greyhound with a gnome perched atop it.
Is the gnome also stuffed?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I walk up to it in disgust.
Hashtag triggered. I want to peel back the rug and see if there's anything underneath on the floor.
Yep. So you peel up the rug. It's just a standard. So this flooring here is different from the rest of the cabin. It looks newer. It's all wood, wood panels, wood flooring basically, and you don't notice anything in particular under the rug that looks different. Nothing hidden, if you will.
I would go to the desk drawers and see if I can open the desk drawers or rummage through or anything like that.
Okay. Going to do an investigation check.
My specialty. Oh, why won't it roll?
Did I notice anything about this main room as I've been observing it while they're rooting through stuff?
The room outside. So you investigated the room. All you find are the barrels and the crates that are there. And I'll come back to you in a sec, Zeph. So you got a 16. You investigate the room. This is just a large cavernous room. Also looks ancient. Maybe perhaps it was part of this prison complex system back in the day, but there aren't any cells or anything. This may have been some sort of maybe kind of, storage hold area for the, or warden's area, storage hold area for the prison. You notice kind of three types of barrels. So one is the ones to the south part of this room have danger signs marked on them. To the north are the crates. And then to the northeast are a number of barrels that are laying on their side.
All right. I'll join everyone else in the room.
Okay.
After I do a once over.
So am I hiding behind danger bottles? Or danger bottles?
You are.
Barrel?
Yeah. No, you're hiding behind the danger bottles. Yes. Yeah.
Do you want to hide behind the less danger barrels?
I kind of want to open one, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
I've got the crowbar.
I have a crowbar too.
Well, that was a fun campaign.
And don't forget about me looking at the desk, Mike.
Yes, so you got a 16. Looking through the desk, what you find is a lot of just paperwork. So looks like a lot of this paperwork is kind of accounting for goods being smuggled in and out of Loudwater. Kind of like almost like accounting paperwork, basically. You see lists of kind of taverns and inns to which some of these goods are being delivered, as well as lists of names of maybe perhaps like wealthy individuals throughout the continent of Deravos and elsewhere who apparently pay good money for what looks like rare wines and ales. You see listings of vintages of different wines and different ales from different regions around the continent and around the globe. You also notice that there are a number of maps.
Ooh. We should get a map of where we're going.
What map? What can I see the maps? What are they of?
So going to do a perception check, Triscana.
Okay. I can certainly try. 13.
13. So you take a look at the maps, and they look familiar, right? So they're largely maps of waterways.
Cool.
And what you notice that there's some kind of handwriting kind of traced along it, maybe done with some sort of utensil of some sort. And it almost seems like maybe they're tracking the passage of Astra vessels, both by ocean and by river. You see these lines of what looks like passages of those vessels along those waterways.
May I have those, please?
I hand them over.
Thank you.
I fold up the spreadsheet, as it were, and stuff it in my pocket.
Okay.
Oh, right, the way in and out. I'll take a look at the barrel in the corner and like knock on it.
I want to take a look at the bed at some point.
Is that a chest beside the fireplace, or?
Yep. So you make your way behind the desk, and you do notice there's rather sturdy-looking chest there.
So as Hofi, being a complete amateur, will try to check for traps, and then immediately say, "Rowan, Rowan, we could use your assistance in that."
1 second. I want to open this crate.
Oh,
And then
Jesus.
I take my crowbar and try to open the crate.
Okay. So Valsina, let's start because you said you were going to the bed first, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you do a quick search of the bed. You don't notice anything in
Under.
particular. It looks like these sheets maybe haven't been washed in a while. It kind of stinks a little bit.
Is the pillow nice at least?
Yeah, it's it looks like it's well used.
I'll still steal it. We're gonna be on a ship.
Okay. Okay.
That's how we're gonna get good pillows on a ship.
All right. So Holfi and Rowan. So you two you're trying to break into this chest here.
Rowan was trying to open up the crate outside. I was over here waiting on her to try to make sure that this thing is not trapped.
Okay.
20.
What's that, Rowan?
I rolled a 20.
A 20.
Crate outside.
A nat 20?
Yeah.
20.
Okay. Yeah, so you pop open that crate like it's just your job, like it's what you've done for decades. And inside you just see sugar. White powder.
Can I sift through it? Is there anything else? It's just sugar? This is all sugar?
It's all. So yeah, you put your hand you put your hand in there and you kind of sift around. It's sugar. You taste it and yep, that's sugar, all right.
I take one of my empty pouches out and I fill it with sugar.
Okay.
And then I close the crate back up.
Okay. All right. Now, Holfi, you're trying to break in, or you're waiting for Rowan, right?
Just.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Oh, well, thank you.
And I wanted to check out the barrel in the lower right corner, like knock on it, see if it's in it hollow.
Okay.
I like how we're all ignoring the weird stuffed dog and gnome.
Yeah.
I
So
was like, eh.
yeah, you give a knock on the barrel. It doesn't sound empty. Doesn't sound full either. Looks like it's maybe about half full with some sort of liquid in there. It's got a little tap on the front of it.
Oh. Maybe
Nice.
they just enjoy a nice drink. Okay. Is there a fire in the fireplace lit right now?
No, not at the moment. It looks like it on the
Okay.
map, but it's not lit. No.
Can I mess around with that fireplace and kind of look for anything hidden, weird, sticking out of it?
Sure. Yeah, going to do an investigation check.
Reach up and forward. Rich people like to hide shit there.
Oh, okay. 22.
Okay. Yeah. So you give a look around the fireplace. It doesn't feel warm. It looks like it hasn't been lit in a while. You do notice a number of small bones in there as you kind of sift around it. But aside from that, you don't really find much else.
Neat. How small?
I'm sorry?
How small? Like Zeph small or like Squeakum small?
Like Squeakum small, much smaller.
Okay, that's fine. What is the green stripe in the top of this room? Top right?
The green stripe. That is a coat rack
A coat rack.
on the top right. Yeah, it's a coat rack.
Okay, and sorry if I can hog for one more second. What is this thing next to me here? To the right?
That is simply a table. It has a few glasses on there, and a mug.
I run over and grab a glass and then pour something out of the cask
Okay.
using the tap.
A dark brownish liquid pours out, and you close it. Do you take a sip of it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's mead.
It's mead.
Mead. Yep.
Is it good mead or is it bad mead?
It tastes pretty good. Like the rest
It's
of this
good.
office, it looks like whoever's office this is, looks like he has discerning tastes.
Okay, we're gonna have to move soon. We've been in here a while and we still don't know where
We
those
wanna
two
open
people
this
went.
chest or no?
Yeah, wait, we were trying to do
Yeah.
the chest thing.
Oh, the chest. Yeah. Yes, open the.
Did you see any?
investigate it.
I'll try to investigate. Sorry, investigate if there are any traps.
Okay. Yeah, go and do an investigation check.
Mm.
18?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. You don't notice any traps. It looks like just a standard chest. A sturdy chest.
Like to try to open it?
You can try.
What kind of check would it be? Just
You can do well, how are you trying to open it? What are you trying to do?
just trying to use my dagger and pry it open.
Okay.
Is it even locked?
Assuming it's locked.
Yeah, so it is locked. Yes.
Pick lock it.
So what you need to do you have proficiency with thieves' tools?
Rowan has to,
Trying to
right?
be useful,
Oh,
damn it.
should.
So you take your knife. You don't have proficiency with thieves' tools. Yeah. So you can do it with disadvantage. Go and do a dex check with disadvantage.
Okay, 14.
Okay. Yeah, that's not quite enough. So you kind of wedge your knife in there. It
Stab
doesn't
him
pop
and be like,
open.
do you want me to try?
If you have necessary tools and things.
Sure. And then I sit down and I roll out my whole leather toolkit
Okay.
and I start taking out the tools and I sit down and I'm starting to try to unlock it.
Do you have thieves' tools?
Like
Or are these just
silver loop and everything and
Yeah, I do.
you do have thieves' tools? Okay. So go
Come
ahead.
over and guide you as well.
Are you proficient with them, Valsina?
Oh, no, I'm casting the spell Guidance.
Oh, guidance. Okay. Are you proficient with thieves' tools, Rowan?
See, how do I check if I'm
go to features and traits, I think.
It's on your.
Could be as a rogue.
As
It's
a
under
rogue?
proficiencies and languages in your lower left in the main.
Oh yeah.
expertise is thieves tools.
Yeah, you got it. So go ahead and do a. Let's see here. You have thieves' tools. You
Apparently,
can,
I am also proficient in thieves' tools.
That's cool.
Sure.
Who knew?
Love how shady you guys all are.
all right. So yeah, going to do a dex check, and you get to add your proficiency to it. And you're guiding her, so.
And a d4.
What's the proficiency?
It should be just +2
Oh, okay.
at this level.
15.
Okay. Plus a d4.
Oh yeah.
All right.
plus D4.
Yeah, going to roll a d4.
That's
Plus
a D6.
Oh, sorry. D4, where are you? Okay. Well,
The pointy one.
Yeah, the one you step on in the middle of the night.
It was +1.
Okay. Yeah, so 16. So that's enough. You're able to kind of jiggle this thing open. The chest pops open and you lift it up.
You want to do the honors?
I think that you probably should. At this point, I just keep on messing things up.
I look.
Oh,
I look around, but I'm careful not to like. I want to make sure I see where everything should be put back.
Okay.
But I'm looking through stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so inside the chest, you find a rather large box and a book kind of stacked to the side. Looks like a ledger of some sort.
Take a look at the ledger.
Okay. Yep. So you pick up the ledger and you open it up. It looks like it's an off the books ledger of some sort, where whoever's office this is, they're kind of evidently tracking taxes that they're supposedly levying upon people. And as you search through the book, you notice one of the names, Balt. He's one of the more frequent names in this ledger. Balt was the you recognize the name being the Hefty Fork tavern owner that tipped you off to the smuggling operation. Yeah.
Right.
Does it
I'd
seem
like
like if we?
to-
Go ahead, sorry.
I'd like to take my quill and forge out a marking to seem as though it's been paid in full. In fact, with a credit to Balt.
Okay.
At least a credit in the amount of, let's say, the cost of our meal plus tip.
Okay.
So that was 5 gold plus tip. At least that's okay.
Yeah, not much, but just whatever debts. Like I'll put it as there's a couple payments, and maybe throw in a couple other payments to hide it, to make it look like other people have paid off their debts as well.
Okay. So you're marking this off to make it look as though they've paid their most recent taxes. Is that right?
Yeah, it's trying to mirror like the notation pattern and everything, the calligraphy and all that.
Okay.
Other people use.
Cool. Go and do a deception check. I guess. Yeah. Do deception.
Or performance.
Or performance. Yeah, deception or performance is fine.
While he's doing that, I'm just gonna grab a glass of mead and walk back out to this door and just watch to see if anyone comes in the room.
Okay.
In the
18.
larger room.
Okay. Yeah. So, Holfi, you're able to inscribe this with the quill into the book, and you slam it shut and put it back where it was.
Was there anything else in the chest?
There is a box. There is a box. Yep.
Is that locked as well?
Are you checking?
Yes.
Yeah. You lift it up. It's pretty heavy. It's not. It's a wooden box. It's
Shake
not
it.
locked. Yeah. As you lift it up, you hear the sound of metal upon metal, much like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Much like the desk that you found before. You open it up, and inside this box, you find about 100 and
Gold boots.
you find 180 gold pieces, which happens to be. You note that that's actually the specific amount that Bolt had paid per the off the books ledger. It looks like it was 6 months worth of taxes imposed upon the sickly tavern owner. What's that, Rowan? You're faint there.
Oh, that's an insane amount of taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we've marked it as paid. Why don't we pocket this and potentially return it to him should we see him?
Falsina, off in the corner, gonna do a perception check.
Oh shit.
There it is.
I'll guide myself. Oh my god, can I roll a double digit today? 11.
Okay. You notice somebody appear in the corner too. So you're looking out the door to the left, and you do see a kind of this tall human, dark hair, appear, kind of behind those crates. Kind of appears out of nowhere, and he's making his way towards where you guys are.
All right, I'll slink back in the office and be like, guys, we've got company coming.
Full of coins, put them in my pocket. Shut it.
Okay.
And about
I'll,
30 seconds later, are you doing anything else?
Yeah, no, I'm sneaking out of this office and I'm gonna like duck down here
Yeah.
behind these barrels.
Same.
Yes,
I'm
I was
already
saying the
trying to-
exact
Can
same
I-
thing. Yep.
Okay.
Hide behind the barrels,
Alright,
just
we can try
outside the
that.
door to the right.
Close,
Go
close. I just.
We should.
Yeah.
So he is really close. So go and do stealth checks.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna turn myself invisible using my racial trait.
7.
Nice. 16.
Okay. So Triscana, you're able to. And what are you doing? Are you doing it too, Zeph? What'd you get?
Yeah, I got a 4.
Okay.
This is bad.
Triscana, you're able to get out there before he sees you. Zeph and Rowan, did you? What are you doing? You're staying in the room?
It's on the other side.
Mike's not picking you up for some reason.
Oh, I'm hiding on the other side of the big room,
Where does-
right behind the crates.
Like-
Yeah, I guess with
Here?
everybody else.
Everyone else or up top?
With everyone else.
The guy's coming.
That's
from
where he's
there.
coming from. Yeah.
Yeah, where everyone else is at.
Or you want to be down here? too.
Okay.
Like here.
And you rolled. What was your stealth roll? It was like 7.
25.
What was it? Sorry.
25.
25. So Zeph, so Triscana and Rowan, you guys are able to hide successfully, right? Yeah. Was it Triscana? Rowan. What'd you get, Falsina? Sorry.
I turned invisible. Do you want me to make a stealth check still?
No. So you're invisible.
Just for a turn though. So I just turned invisible, ran behind a crate, and then I'm visible again.
Okay. So what were your stealth rolls again? I'm sorry.
Zeps was dog shit 4.
4.
16.
16. Rowan, you got 24 or something. Hulfie, what do you have?
7.
7. All right. And everybody is where you're saying you are, right? Okay. So Triscana, Rowan, you're able to hide. Hulfie, you're staying in the room? Is that?
I didn't know with a 7 whether or not I'd be able to make it out of the room or not. So I think with that, like, that, I figured like that's probably up to you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just say you stayed in the room while the others tried to run out there. Unfortunately, Zeph, so whoever this is that just appeared, notices you and goes, "Stop right there." You
Hey, what's going on? Hey, how you doing?
nosy one, aren't you?
It was just such a nice looking office. I had to say, this is beautiful wood flooring. I thought I couldn't not appreciate it.
Horse pits, drop the weapons. And you notice this guy as being Admiral Randall from the Pithy Maid that you were in a couple sessions ago. The kind of noble looking character that met with the gold boots.
Interesting.
All right, so I don't know that I have anything visible to him, so I just kind of stick my hands up and say, hey, I don't have nothing on me. Everything's cool.
Hey, Mike, these barrels that we're hiding behind that say danger, what do they smell like?
Oil.
Cool. Great. I'm gonna throw a handful of ball bearings at them. I'm sorry, at the people approaching.
Okay. So what you do see, just to give you guys a picture, you do see Admiral Randall, and he also has two rather large dire wolves.
Okay, never
With
mind.
him.
I don't throw anything at them. It would just get stuck in their paw pads.
So let's pause there. Let's take what time is it? Let's take a 5-minute breather.
Okay.
How far in are we? Yeah, let's just take 5 minutes. We'll come back. For anybody watching, thank you for joining tonight. We are doing a giveaway. How to draw fantasy art and RPG maps. So if you join in the chat, just participate and you'll automatically be entered, and we'll be doing the drawing at the end of tonight's session. There'll be one winner. So we'll take a 5-minute break and we'll be back.
Cameras stay on or no?
I'll just leave them on. Yeah.
Okay. See you in a minute.
All right. Okay. So I'm just writing down everyone who entered into the giveaway from Instagram. All right. I think. Cool. All right. So, while we wait for everybody else to get back, my American Express done fucked up, and they credited me like $250 when they didn't have to. And so with that $250, I'm gonna be getting a pressure pot to start making dice, and it's gonna be awesome.
So the Admiral, is he the guy who was like making the announcement at the end, like that we were going to be leaving tomorrow and our choices?
Yes, that was him.
Shit. You're muted, Asher.
So when I sat down 5 minutes ago, I was like, "Can you hear me? Do you have your headset on?" And Mike didn't. I'm like, Mike's dumb." I am the dumb. Who was the one that said molasses neck?
That was him.
Oh, I thought it was
All
the
that sugar.
Molasses. You would become a molasses neck if you don't sugar.
Interesting.
Last snack. Oi.
Steph and I went downstairs. He was like, "What are we gonna do?" I was like, "This is the part where we meta." And he's like, "Obviously." It's tradition.
Just give it a minute. Wait for Isabel to come back and get started again.
It's getting big.
This music doesn't feel right.
Laying Matt.
For the moment. Sorry.
Was this just the intermission music, not the...
Yeah. This isn't like combat music.
Speakeasy gangsters, 1920s.
Who said that we need to do anything? Why do we need combat right now? Need combat music.
Did I say combat?
I'm attempting some form of diplomacy. We'll see how it goes. It doesn't seem like it's going to go well, but...
Well, I have rope. We could just tie him up and leave him.
Here's the thing
Two
with
dire wolves.
that we're metagaming stuff.
Well, those we kill if we can.
Okay.
Or let-
If we take the guy out, he's the one who's supposed to be, like, directing everything tomorrow, so, like,
Then we go to prison, is the thing.
yeah.
I think we're getting on that ship anyway.
He died in a horrible smuggling accident. Big fire. Boom.
Where were we?
I was playing fiddle all afternoon. You can ask anyone. Bolt?
Nice.
Yeah, I saw Bolt as well. We stayed at the FD4.
Yeah, but all that forging you did in the book will be gone.
And so is dead.
Got a plan. It may or may not work.
All right. So, and we're back. Again, for anybody who's just joining, go ahead and enter, join in the chat. We'll be doing a giveaway for How to Draw Fantasy Art and RPG Maps by Jared Blando at the end of the stream tonight. So you guys are currently in the smuggling operation hideout, and Zeph, you were found, so you're currently being confronted by Admiral Randall, who has two dire wolves with him. Triskana, Rowan, and Valsina, you're all currently hiding behind these barrels. Holfi, you are inside this room. Inside
So
the
the
office.
Yeah.
He goes,
So last
he says to you, Zeph, "Oh, you're a nosy one, aren't you? I recognize you. You're supposed
Yeah,
to be on the
well,
ship tomorrow.
Yes, and I still hope to be. I recognize you from the pithy maid, right? Admiral Randall, is it?
Sir Admiral Randall to you.
Of course, Sir Admiral Randall, yes.
How did you get here?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. We were walking
they're
around outside the wharf, and we were walking around and saw some weird entrances in a cave and figured we'd walk around and see what we could see before we headed out tomorrow.
Go and do a deception check.
Shit, yeah.
It's gonna have to be a good one.
Come on,
Conversation's
Warlock. Do
happening.
that charisma.
I'm gonna cast disguise self on myself, which is like a special furball trait, which allows me to seem up to 3 feet shorter, and I want to look exactly like him,
Exactly like
the admiral.
you want.
Oh,
You want to
What
look.
are you doing here?
Okay.
you were gonna gaslight the guy. Okay, so yeah, I rolled a 7 on dog shit. Perception check.
Okay. So Zeph, he looks at you and squints his eyes. He goes, "Bullshit." And he one of the dire wolves. He has them both on leashes, and one of them he kind of lets the leash loosen a little bit, and the dire wolf gets closer to you. The dire wolf is within about 5 feet of you, just kind of growling at you, just staring at you.
All right.
And what are you doing, Valsina? Sorry, go ahead.
I want to stand up now, looking like him, and using my speech of beast and leaf, which I can communicate to beasts. I want to tell them that he is the imposter and I am the real admiral, and they can understand what I'm saying.
Okay. And you're what, 3 feet shorter, though?
Yeah, I can seem up to 3 feet shorter, so I'm his exact height. I look exactly like him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm the master, he's the imposter. Get him.
Do you have to do a check or anything for that?
I could do a charisma check, but I have advantage on it to influence them. Or would it be animal handling? Like whatever you want.
So you're trying to influence these dire wolves. I would say, I think the best one would be deception. Again,
Oh no. Okay.
do a deception check.
Right. I'm gonna guide myself, and I do have advantage on this because I get advantage on charisma checks to influence them.
Okay.
So don't be shit. Oh, one's a 19. Excellent. Plus a D4. That's a 23.
Okay. And the two dire wolves kind of look at you, and they look back at the real Admiral Randall. And Admiral Randall looks over at you, and he just looks confused. What sort of sorcery is this?
I'm gonna give inspiration to that. Can I do it more than once per session? Because that was fucking dope.
So you can now. I have inspiration that I can use.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
We're all thinking like, well, how do we less likely to die out of this?
So right now the real admiral has the two dire wolves now pointing at him and preparing potentially to attack him, and he sees Valsina as
He
himself.
sees Valsina as himself. He sees
and
you
me
standing
still
there.
Kind of like just chilling here.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're, maybe in a little bit of a standoff now. Maybe we should work something out. I don't know. What do you think?
So the two dire wolves now are kind of like looking at the real Admiral Randall and starting to growl at him, and he's still holding on to the leashes, but he's like letting them go even more now, and he's starting to like back away from them.
So the way I see it is, you shouldn't be here. Maybe we shouldn't be here. Maybe we can all just go our separate ways and pretend none of this ever happened, and we'll be on ships far, far away tomorrow, and we'll pretend we didn't see anything.
He lets go of the two dire wolves and runs back towards the corner.
What's in the corner? Where's
or
he
you
going?
could just run away scared. We should probably chase him. He's gonna go get help.
We should probably get the fuck out of here. Come on. I'll start heading out, like, behind the barrels, like, through the corner, and then try and, like, dart along the wall.
Oh, so you're thinking we want to go back out to the oceanal direction that we perceived?
I will see you on the ship tomorrow. We're not finished here.
Oh.
And he just he lifts up his hand and turns something on his hand. He just disappears.
He
Turns something on his
disappears?
hand and disappears.
What the fuck?
Do the dire wolves stay?
The dire wolves are. The dire wolves are.
Artifact.
One sec. Give me 1 second.
Also, I want to cast Detect Magic and see if he's still in this room.
Hold on 1 sec.
Uh,
The dire wolves also disappear with him.
Do you know detect magic? Do you notice anything about those coins that we found earlier?
Like if he flipped a coin in his hand.
So you did cast Detect Magic, Falsina. You do sense magic from him as soon as he disappeared, but you don't get a sense that he's near you now. He is gone along with the 2 dire wolves.
Well, that was clutch as fuck.
That was.
Fuck out of here.
Is there
I'm
anything
sorry,
about,
which one of you is him now? I'm very confused.
Oh yeah, are you gonna switch back?
is there any other
I'll
magical
stay
things?
looking like this for a while. If you touch me, you notice that I am too big for my illusion, but
So perhaps you
Right.
should lead us out of here.
yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Before,
Well,
real quick,
wait.
was there anything else in the? Was there anything else in the office though that might be magical? Any other artifacts? Like-
What was in there?
Let's
I didn't
see.
get a chance to look at everything.
Balsina, so you go back in there. You're not detecting magic from anything else in here. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
And you
Alright.
pocketed the coins, right, Rowan? So if we
Yeah,
happen
I
to see
pocketed some
vaults.
coins. Yep.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah,
how many I
coins are
grabbed.
mad.
I just grabbed a handful.
Alright, so I vote that Valsinia leads us out because if she comes across anyone, she can just say, yeah, these guys are with me, don't worry about it kind of deal, and then we can
It's
keep
all
going
good.
unencumbered, yeah.
Yep,
Hopefully.
we need to go fast.
All
Let's
right.
do it. That
I'll
was
see you at the
amazing.
doorway. Just there's nothing. Yeah, just a chest you helped me with, some fireplace. There's a greyhound over there, the rug, and
A greyhound.
over there in the corner. Gruesome
Okay.
piece.
Yes, with the gross, very
No,
uncomfortable gnome stuffed taxidermy thing going on that I don't care for at all. Maybe you
Taxidermy.
can investigate that a little closely because we didn't look at it very well, but for a good reason.
I'd prefer to just leave. Let's just go. Because he's going to be back, and I don't think we have enough time to investigate anything else.
Also, I think you've made a lifelong enemy of a man who hunts gnomes. So there's that. We should go.
Yep, let's leave.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're heading back out the way we originally came in,
Yes. To the ocean.
to the sound of the ocean. We don't necessarily know what's on the other end of that.
So you guys are heading back down the passageway in the direction you did not go before. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
With Alcina leaving.
Oh yeah.
Don't mind me.
You going to help me move too?
Okay.
Kind of lagging.
Actually, before I leave, can I just take the greyhound that has the gnome on top of it and kind of, I don't know, maybe nothing. I'll just leave.
Okay.
See if you knew them.
Yeah. So you take note of the greyhound and the gnome, and you head out. Okay. So you're going back down the passageway. How far are you going?
All the way
Going-
out, right?
You're going all the way.
Until we meet the reason to not keep going.
Okay. So you make your way down the passageway, again, lit by sconces along the wall, kind of scattered with boulders here and there. Passageway leads to what looks like kind of another room that basically is another similar wood flooring as Admiral Randall's office. And 1 sec. There we go. This room, from what you can see, get wood flooring. In the far corner of this room, it looks like there's some wooden planks that are kind of piled up there that are connected by ropes. In the middle of the room is what looks like some sort of kind of crane type mechanism.
looks like they were.
And there is a kind of a door, maybe just another opening that leads out. Looks like to the open air, and out there you kind of see the. It is dark now. It is nighttime, but you do see the ocean out there, and you hear the sound of waves lapping up against lapping outside there.
Do I see anybody around?
No, this room is empty.
Cool. Can I check out the way these planks and rope are rigged up and try and figure out what they're used for?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they are they're kind of tied together. It looks like maybe what's it called, like a Jacob's ladder almost. Like they fold up and stack on top of each other, but then they can also unfold and become one very long plank.
Cool.
Seems like they were loading and unloading here. Large ships, maybe.
Makes sense. What do we see outside the door? Immediately outside the door.
There is a large ship moored out there, anchored currently.
Is there a name on it or anything like that?
Not that you can tell. No, it's pretty dark out.
So it's a large ship. Does it look like a commercial ship, a military ship?
It's fairly nondescript. Definitely doesn't look like a military ship. You don't see any weapons of any sort, any cannons lining the side of it. You see several sails.
Any
Looks
sail
like
direction?
The sails obviously are. They don't really have much of a inscription on them.
Okay.
It's a very nondescript ship.
Yeah, like if you were running an undercover smuggling operation, you'd want everything to basically be beige.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
Looks like
Exactly.
there's people on it right now.
Go and do a perception check.
Okay. 10.
You
That
can't.
suck.
Yeah,
My dice do suck.
You got it where I needed it the most, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
The first one was a nat 1, though.
You
Then I
don't.
got the 19.
You don't notice anyone. Yeah.
Are we all? Do we all make a perception check in this case, since we all can see the ship, or
You can. Yeah. It depends on what you're looking for.
just seeing if there's anybody on the ship, or movement, or
Mm-hmm.
voices?
Anything to indicate how they were able to get or things from the ship to here?
I got a 21.
21. Yeah. You don't. There's nobody around. So this is looks like an empty ship currently, just kind of moored, anchored outside of this room.
Okay, so what do we do? Do we?
Steal this ship? Just throwing it out there.
I mean, yes.
We could sell it. What if we?
We have to go to a different continent, but I think that would work.
What? So if we outside this area here, is there any obvious way to get back up to the main ground, or where do? So we're outside of this room, where there's a ship moored nearby. Is there any direction we can go other than back in the room and then back where we came?
Not from what you can tell. Looks like this room basically you can go back the way you came, and this room just empties out into the night air.
And there's a ship there.
And there's a
So we either go in the water or on the ship, or we go back the way we came. Those are the only. Okay. Is there any obvious way to board the ship?
We could take a barrel and put ourselves on a barrel and then float with the tide. If you really don't
Hope
want to
there's a rowboat on the ship.
Yeah, or if there's a rowboat. That's just
Waiting for me to the ship.
You can do a intelligence check, Zeph, since you asked the question. What would Zeph know?
Oh my God! What the 5?
Zeph's like,
awful.
that's a nice
This is
boat.
Like,
Your dice are just like
rolling
fuck
real
you.
dice.
Yeah.
I know.
this D&D Beyond, Jesus, not a sponsor, clearly.
Yeah. Tonight's episode not sponsored by D&D Beyond.
Not sponsored by D&D
They don't give us shit.
Yeah.
Yes, my rolls from here on out will now be on physical dice.
Yeah.
We're not sponsored by a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, maybe someone else can look at it and glean something, because I'm apparently dumb as rocks all of a sudden.
So we see it. I'm sorry, what is the ship moored to?
Yeah, it looks like it's anchored. Maybe mooring's not the right word, but it looks like you take a peek and you don't notice that it's like tied to anything. It looks like it's anchored out
Okay.
there.
So they were just using these planks to get across. So if we look at this doorway, what do we see like outside? Just water straight down?
It is, yeah. So looking outside there, it is it's basically sheer, yeah, cliff face straight down into the ocean. Looks like it goes down about maybe about 30 feet.
Okay.
So it looks like this room that you're in was basically carved into the side of wherever you are, along with the rest of this tunnel that leads into the smuggling storage hold. So
It would have been damn impressive knowing what we know now about the topography here if the Admiral had believed my bullshit story about just taking a stroll and ending up here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I still would have also known how that would have played out because, okay, now what?
yeah, well, the deception check would have had to have been like miraculous.
Yes,
So I gave you the
clearly.
chance, but yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know what's on that ship, but we have the Admiral with us, so let's just board it and go. Let's rig
How
up
are we going to get across?
We can
That
just use
Jacob's ladder thing?
yeah, we'll just use these planks.
What are we going to do? Throw it?
Could have the
How are we
admiral.
gonna- how are we
say,
gonna
"Take
connect
me
these
across?"
outside?
Mike, do I
Unless the
know?
admiral,
But we don't know if there's anyone on the boat.
if the actual admiral just transported himself to the ship.
Mike, do I know how these planks work? Can I get him onto that ship? Like, would I know how to use that kind of equipment?
Go ahead and do a intelligence check for me.
Yeah. I'm wondering if that's something that I've used before. So, like,
There you go.
19.
Okay, so you notice that in the southwest corner of this room, there's actually a contraption that takes those planks and can extend them and reach all the way to the ship. It's a weighted,
Okay.
kind of like this weighted extender where it holds them upright and just slowly, one by one, just kind of folds them out.
Cool. Can somebody help me move these? I think we can get it to work.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
Moving
Let's do it.
things has not been our forte. But
Well,
Who's helping?
teamwork. Teamwork is our forte.
I'm helping.
Help. We'll all pitch in.
All right, everybody do strength check for me. So this thing that you're trying to move that's going to extend these planks is rather heavy. It has to be heavy to kind of offset the weight of these planks.
Continue trying to humiliate us on the internet.
9.
9. Okay.
8. Yeah.
Okay. 9, 8, and what else?
10.
10.
6.
All right. And 6. All right. So you guys all just kind of push this over to towards the doorway that leads to the ocean. Triscana, you take those wood planks and you insert them into this contraption, and you start to. There's a handle. You start turning very slowly, and it just starts to pop out this Jacob's ladder. One by one, the planks just extends it out and just flips them over, extends it, flips it over, extends it, flips it over until it reaches all the way to the ship.
Cool. Do you guys want me to go first?
The Admiral should go first.
Oh, the Admiral should go first. You're right.
The Admiral.
After you,
Hey.
Admiral.
Sure,
Alright.
After you, Captain.
God damn it.
Show some respect. It's
Is
Sir
there a,
Admiral.
just because it's up for 10 minutes, is by any chance there anything magical in this room that I pick up?
You don't detect anything magical right now. Yeah.
I will strut my stuff and cross that Jacob's ladder.
Okay.
Falling behind.
Are we gonna bother going into the ship, or should we just take a rowboat and just call it quits?
Let's see what it looks like when we get there.
How long does your disguise last?
An hour.
We can poke around a bit, I think.
Okay. So you guys make your way across the plank onto the ship. It is really dark because it is nighttime. The ship is not currently lit. Does anybody? The only light you have on the outside of the ship right now is the pale moonlight. Does anybody have dark vision,
I do.
or is anybody casting light or anything? Okay. So
The gnomes have it. The rest of us are screwed.
okay.
I think we should wait until we get inside to turn on any light.
What do I see now that we're up at the ship?
Okay.
Do we notice anything?
Yeah, so you're on top of the ship. You don't notice anything in particular on top of the ship, so you're kind of standing on the the top galley or whatever it's called. Above you are just kind of 3 large gray masts. Like I said, very nondescript. You kind of see some ropes just kind of like swirled in nice circles. Like whoever set this ship here kind of knows what they're doing. They're very particular about their boat. Yeah, and that's kind of all you see on top of the ship.
I get a little overwhelmed with how happy I am to like be on a boat, and I start like quick scaling one of the masts to get to the tippy top, and just so I can like feel sea breeze, and also kind of see where we are in relation to where we used to be.
To be clear, is this a boat or a ship?
It is a ship. It's
Welcome to
pretty
Artema.
large. Yeah.
There's an important distinction there. Okay.
Yeah. So Triscana, yeah, going to do a perception check for me.
Move you over to the mast.
I don't have dark vision. 8.
Okay. 8. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you climb up one of the masts. It is very dark, and you're really not able to make out much.
I'll follow up behind on a different mast.
I feel
Okay.
great.
So
I'm staying up here and just like
I have dark vision.
So Zeph, going to do a because you're not familiar with ships like Triscana is, going to do a acrobatics check.
16.
16. All right, yeah, you're able to climb up there, and you do have dark vision. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So what you notice is you do see land faintly in the distance. It looks like it might be several miles out. And you notice kind of faintly twinkling lights way off in the distance. It looks like that's probably Loudwater. It's a very long.
I'm going to guess that way over there, a few miles out, is Loudwater.
Very long
we
wharf.
oh, I
we
see it now.
traveled, we traveled quite a distance magically there.
I guess so. Okay.
And I want to quick walk the length of the ship to see if any magical items ping before this wears off.
Okay.
While they're doing this, can I just like play with the ancient coin that I found and just keep flipping it in my hand?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, you're flipping this coin in your hand, just kind of keeping yourself occupied on top of the ship. Valsina, you're not detecting any magic from the ship whatsoever. As you kind of walk around, you get no field of magic in any way.
Nice. A boring ship.
We should
Deal
see if
with some
anyone's
boring.
yeah. We should see if anyone's on this ship.
All right. I
Okay.
will strut my stuff and walk downstairs.
I just start spinning around the mast. I'm like, let me know.
I'll follow because I want to see if there's anything good to take.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys make your way one deck down, and down here it looks like it's kind of a just living quarters. Basically, you see a number of beds of cots lining the walls, and down at the far end of this second level, this one level down, you see a door down at the end.
Like near the rear of the ship?
You are, near the rear of the ship. Yep.
That's usually where the captain's quarters is.
Is there any more map for this ship, or are we out?
You are out of map.
Cool.
All right. All right, let's go.
What's that, Rowan?
Can we listen at the door first before we open it?
Sure. Yep.
Crazy time.
So gonna do perception.
What is that? Sorry, what's the roll?
Perception. Sorry.
I got a 12.
12. So you put your ear up to it, Rowan, and you hear a.
Are you snoring, Mike? Because it's not picking up.
Oh, I am
I
snoring.
got a little bit of a snore.
Okay. Yeah. Should I?
Excellent.
There you go. Yeah. So you hear a snoring coming through the door.
Sleeping.
Okay, so I'm assuming we're not cool with murder, right?
I'm trying to avoid it.
Okay, let's just steal the rowboat and just leave.
But I'm taking a bedroll too.
Okay.
Let's go.
Should we undo the rigging? So they
Try to
can't
just have them
Oh,
float
Just let
away.
it float off.
So there is no ring. It's anchored in. I mean, you could undo the anchor, I guess.
Well, just
somehow.
that way they have a harder time getting the rope tied back around their pulleys.
But what about this poor bastard sleeping in the back here? Where is he going to end up?
It's his problem.
Well, I thought we said we weren't okay with murder.
Okay with murder.
Good job. He deserves what he gets.
We don't even know what he's done yet. This could be the ship to ferry us out tomorrow.
He's sleeping on the job. That's what he's done.
Well,
It's
it means we'll
night.
get more time to get ourselves in order. That's all.
This is a potentially innocent man in here. We have no frame of reference for him
I mean,
yet.
he is a smuggler.
We don't know that. I mean,
He
He's
could have
pulled
been
up
robbed.
of a smuggling port.
It could be. Honestly.
fair enough.
Wait, where's Squeakums? Who's got?
Yeah, to whom did you give Squeakums?
Tristana has it.
Oh, Triscana has Squeakums?
Here. Squeakums is back in my pocket.
Okay.
As,
Let's just
as
steal a
Squeakums is
rowboat.
just like swinging around the mast too.
He's never been this tall.
That it's like you're freaking out.
Yeah, it's been spinning around.
Happy to be back.
His hair is tousled.
Aw. Everyone loves salt air on their face.
All right, so what are we doing? Are we gonna try and sneak into this guy's bedroom and snoop around, or are we just gonna get out of here?
Sounds like a terrible idea.
I'm done snooping. Let's yeah. You have the list of the inventory list or the
I have the list of all of the,
Holdings and
yeah, pretty much the inventory and the who's bought what for whom, from whom. It's pretty much serious evidence.
I just tried to create as much chaos as I could with that legend.
how much?
Oh, you did a fantastic job with the ledger, but this is the proof that some shady things have been going under.
How much money did I grab, by the way? I grabbed a handful for.
From that box?
Hopefully all of it, right?
I hope you grabbed all of it so we can give it back to Ball.
Just grabbed a handful because he was coming, and I just, that was it.
Okay. That was it. So you didn't grab all of it. Okay. I would say you grabbed big box. Let's say you grabbed about 40. Say you grabbed about 40 gold.
Disperse that to everybody.
Oh,
Thanks.
word. Okay. I thought
I'll
we were
grab
gonna-
mine from you next time I come down from this mast, which won't be for a while.
Hmm.
We gotta go. We gotta take a rowboat,
We're gonna get our own boats.
Well,
and then we'll sell it.
And then we'll sell it.
All right.
So, are we looking for a rowboat at topside, or are we going to further investigate the main deck, or go down another deck?
Let's find the rowboat.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll at least find out what the name of the ship is. Way
The
out.
ship does seem rather boring.
all ships have names. I'm not there, sorry.
So what are you guys doing? You going down? You going up? You going out?
I feel like down is just gonna lead us to either the cargo hold or more sleeping crew. Anything of value is gonna be in the captain's quarters, and we don't want to open that.
Or it's already gonna be taken off the ship.
Or we're gonna start murdering. So let's just take a rowboat and skedaddle. Unless you want to go back and get the rest of that gold, I'm totally down for that.
Yeah, I
We
also
might
have
run
no
into him
problem about
again.
sabotaging the rudder or something on the way out. Make it so that if they bring another ship to dock here, they'll have to get this one out of the way first, and then getting a tugboat out will be another issue.
We could slash the sails. That might be a little easier.
Feels a bit crude. I think a rudder is nice because they won't notice it at first.
I have a feeling Tristana would not appreciate defacing the vessel.
If they're proper shipwrights, or if they're proper sailors, they'll know how to fix it.
Get a little bit of fire on the canvas.
You're now going to burn down the ship with a
Okay with
It
that.
least
won't
one
burn the
person.
whole ship. It'll just.
It's a
actually, I
wooden
don't know.
ship.
All right, that's a good point. That is an excellent point. Perhaps you're right. Maybe we'll just set the rope that has the anchor on it on fire, and then the ship will float away.
Is it a rope or chain?
It'll be fine. It's in water.
Usually, like the bottom half is chain, and then it switches to rope, unless this
You're
is a
going to give
really
this-
big ship.
You're going to give this potentially innocent man a Viking funeral while he sleeps.
Just leave then. Let's just leave. I've been saying let's get on the rowboat forever. You guys were the let's sabotage the big ship.
I am also against sabotage. I would like to get on the
I'm an
rowboat and get the hell
admiral.
out of here. I have
God, look
comfortable
at this
waiting
I found
for me
over
at the
here.
Picky Maid.
You guys know I'm gonna make a super cut of all your murder hobo aspirations,
know.
right? Like
Oh,
I'm just
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
cut from all your we could murder him this way, or what about murder? Y'all change.
Here I am,
Murdering
like
people.
the only voice of reason in the party.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all need Pantheon. All right.
Y'all
Yeah.
need to find a god.
Yeah, I'm curious how many times the word murder has been uttered tonight.
It's up there. All
I
right,
guess
so
you're not murder hobos. You're murder pirates.
so I'm still up at one of the masts, having looked off in the distance. I look around on the to see if there's any. Or did I come down? I don't recall.
You went
coming
down. You
I
went
did
down the
go
whole
down.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I've come back up topside. I'm looking around. Are there any rowboats at all? Anything life vessels that we could take?
Yeah, you look over the side of the vessel on the side facing the extent of the ocean, and yeah, there's 3 rowboats lining the side, hanging from ropes on like a pulley system.
Well, there's
The
no way out.
commandeer. Yep.
We're going to have to spend some time rowing to get back over to Loudwater, though.
Commandeer one of these bad boys.
Do
Can we all
fit?
fit in one, or do we need to take more than one?
We all lift the hour.
Some of you are tiny. Or small.
Some of us we're a very odd party. There's like 2 of us that are miniature, 2 of us that are gargantuan. And how tall are you, Wolfie? Are you in the middle?
Decent size. Actually, no, I'm about average.
Okay,
Average
so
for what?
You
Yeah.
giant.
For human, yeah.
so you're like probably 5'8".
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
got
think he's about
2
5'8".
3-foot gnomes, a 5'8" human, and
Who are we, 6,
2
4,
towering
7, 4?
Amazons.
How tall is Triscana?
6'4".
Okay. I'm like 7 something.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I'm still growing though.
Wow.
Bizarre looking
still
guy.
going.
So you're telling me if they put us in a lineup, we'd just be like a good signal bars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Cue cell phone commercial. Yeah.
Please, somebody draw that.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Sprint. We no longer exist.
We all fit in one of these vessels, or we can need to take 2.
You can all fit in one of them from what you can see.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. We can take turns rowing.
All right. So, you guys, who's lowering? Who's lifting the?
Wait, is the anchor a rope? Is it tied to a rope or a chain?
So, from what you can see, so you go up to the front of the boat and you see an anchor there. It's this part of it is rope.
Can I take my knife and just try to cut it?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, Jesus
Cut
Christ.
like 90% of the rope.
Yeah.
This really sounds like it's gonna fuck something up for Mike.
Oh, that.
That's the vessel we're gonna take tomorrow.
Don't worry, Nick. That happened a while ago.
Fuck ourselves over in the first session.
Yeah.
I have a feeling
So,
the
The next time we go saying like, I want some. Oh, chicken! You should have some chicken. He's gonna just have every NPC be like, chicken? I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Sounds exotic.
All the chickens died approximately 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Yes, and the great chicken pox.
Virus.
Yeah.
We're way off the script now.
I'm going to run a 90% improv campaign. I'm already running a campaign, but I got room for one more.
Alright,
Mike's
so
holding his knees,
I-
rocking back and forth.
Alright, we get on the boat.
Sorry, we get on the boat.
So Zeph, you're in the process of pulling up this rowboat by the pulley, so everybody can get on it. Rowan, you're over there, just like kind of looking around sneakily, like does anybody see? You're just like sawing away at the rope, trying to disconnect it from the anchor that's currently anchored out there. So Zeph, you kind of beckon everybody into the rowboat.
I am. I'm still up on the mast. I've locked my ankles around the pole, and I'm just like lying upside down like this.
Where did you learn that?
Volume, everyone, quieter. I'm an admiral. You have to listen to me.
Yeah. So after Zeph yells that, you hear, "Ugh," coming from the deck below.
Yeah, he is after you. You're right.
Yep, I'm out. I'm done. I don't. Hopefully, I cut the rope, but I'm.
Yeah, I would say so. So your knife kind of makes it, or what are you cutting with? You got what's your weapon? You have a dagger, or what do you have?
It's just it's just a knife.
A knife, yeah. So
A
you
small knife.
Yeah, you cut through the rope and snap. It just snaps off, and immediately the boat starts kind of drifting off to the side.
Time to go, let's go, let's go.
I'm in the rowboat on the side of the ship.
I jump.
I grab some rigging and flip down to the deck.
Okay. Yep. You grab some rigging. Oh, and you kind of fly down there. All right. So you all make your way into the rowboat on the side, and Zeph, you hop in as well. And there is another crank inside the rowboat to lower yourselves down to get down there. And as you make your way into the water, you disconnect the pulley system, and you take these oars and you start to oar yourself out, and off at the top of the on the top of the ship that you just came off of, you see this figure kind of just run out, and he's shirtless, rather like buff, kind of older man with a beard and a number of body tattoos and facial tattoos, and he's pulling like a blanket around him, and he's looking, and he goes, "Oh, what the hell?"
Oh, you guys get down. Official business. It's fine. Don't worry. Goodbye forever.
I will find you, and I will kill you. And Triskana, you notice that this person is Austrian, and you notice he looks directly at you and kind of squints his eyes, and as he says, "I will find you," he's pointing directly at you.
Do we recognize each other?
Do a perception check.
Well, he doesn't have dark vision either, so he better not roll better than I do. 13.
Okay. You guys recognize each other.
Dad!
Not your dad.
Okay, good.
To be revealed at a later session.
I awkwardly put my hand down like...
He's not smiling. Yeah.
Fall asleep in the boat.
All right. So who's rowing?
You can take the boat out
Row-
of our contract money.
Rowan ain't rowing. I'll tell you that. Yeah. So you guys. So it looks like Holfie is the one who's rowing the boat. He's doing most of the heavy lifting. It takes a while for you to get back to land, back to Loudwater. You're several miles out. As you make your way away from the ship, you notice that where you were is kind of a massive, what looks like ancient prison complex, as you're already aware of, but it's on an island. And you recognize this as potentially being the what's referred to as Smuggler's Neck, which is an ancient prison. So, and yeah, it's an ancient prison complex on top of this island. It shrinks in the distance as you approach Loudwater, and the lights on Loudwater Wharf start to come closer and become brighter as you approach it, as you get back to civilization. Loudwater Wharf is rather happening area of Loudwater at night, so there's a number of lights on as you approach the wharf.
What time is it?
It is, I would say at this point, it's definitely nighttime. It's about 10 at night, I would say.
Perhaps 10:43 at night.
Yes,
Or
perhaps
46,
10:43. Yeah. Okay.
Is there some place where we can clearly row to and disembark?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So remember, you're staying at the Pithy Maid. So where do you want to try to go to?
Let's try to come up someplace less crowded, so we can maybe get off the ship and move up less noticed back on land.
It's okay if it's too late for this, but would I have noticed the name of the ship as we rode away?
No, there was no name on the ship. You did take note. You tried to look for one, and there was nothing. It was a very nondescript ship. It was not an Austrian ship. That's for sure. Austrian ships are much more decorated. They have designs on the side of the ships. They have sails that kind of reflect the webbing of Austrian hands and feet. It wasn't at all like that.
Okay.
All right, so we're looking for a spot where we can get onto land, mostly unnoticed, so we can kind of integrate back into the crowd.
Sure. Yeah. So to do that, you kind of have to go to kind of the far end, far end of either far end of the wharf, whether south or north.
What do looking around, does it seem like either would be preferable?
No, either one would be fine.
Which one?
Wharf is long. Wharf is several miles long. North is closer to the Pithy Maid.
North?
Let's head north. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you go up that way. You row. You keep rowing. Who's rowing?
I'm helping.
You're helping? Okay.
I know how to row a boat.
Yeah, there's only 2 pairs of oars in this boat. So, Holfi, Triscana, you rowed several miles from Smuggler's Neck back to Loudwater Wharf and up north along Loudwater until you get to kind of an area that kind of just trickles off into less populated, kind of just fades off into the land. And there you're able to anchor, or not anchor, you're able to dock your little rowboat and pull yourselves up onto a rather shoddy looking dock.
Push it back out. Destroy the evidence.
No, we can sell it.
A rowboat.
It looks like you've docked at someone's house. An old man with a long gray beard, basically almost entirely bald, just patches of gray hair kind of matted on his head, carrying a lantern, stumbles out. Oi, who are ya?
Nothing to see here, official business, sir.
Then tell me why I see something. Using my dock.
Well, it's your boat now, so.
Yep.
He looks over at it. You mean that is barely fitting for firewood?
Well, then use it for firewood.
I don't need no stinking firewood.
Then push it back out. Official city business. Consider the next round of taxes on me.
Gonna do a deception check.
Oh, natural 20, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Passion
All right.
is very much appreciated.
But you've rolled well when we needed to avoid conflict.
Plus 0 charisma.
Yeah.
Yes, I am captain.
Yeah.
Admiral. I know word.
She didn't upset the old man. Well done.
He kind of looks over at the boat and looks
Man
back at
will
you.
remember this.
You tell the emperor not forget this favor. And he walks over to the boat and kind of cuts the rope with this dagger he has and kind of kicks it out into the water. He mumbles to himself, not even worth the firewood. He walks back with his lantern back into his little hovel, his little house.
All right. So as the boat starts to drift out, I cast Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
So just to light it up.
At the boat. Okay. All right. As you
I'll
cast,
send a little control flame with it too.
so you
I want
guys.
to make sure he's back in the house first.
Okay, all right. So you cast
Right.
Eldritch Blast. It's dark out. It lights up the entire area. Just a ball of light going out to
Don't
this
they
boat.
not like magic around here?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know
Until we
what
went
you
back
guys
in the
are
house.
talking about. That is totally worth its weight in firewood.
Yeah.
It's just mockery and not much else.
Mockery on the boat.
After an hour and a half of rowing, I
At
hate
least
that.
there's no evidence now. That we were on the boat. So.
Yeah.
And get our fingerprints.
Yep, it's all gone. Exactly. It was a
There
good
was-
ship. It got us to over here, but now we don't need it, and we don't need
I
someone.
mean,
else
there
to
was
find it.
a. Don't
Clean
get
and
cocky.
tidy.
There was a witness. But,
Clean and
You went
tidy.
inside.
okay,
Just one vendetta to the death. That's all. That's all.
2 witnesses.
That Astra carved that
But the
out
first
of his
priest
father's coffin.
only saw Zeph. So maybe Zeph, you need to have like some kind of disguise tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true because he saw Zeph and then he saw himself.
I
Like,
mean,
mine
you
are
can have a
legit
disguise.
something.
I have a disguise kit.
I
You
do
can wear a
too, but
disguise tomorrow, but you're going to be on that ship
gonna
for
be-
several weeks.
Hopefully, we won't be on the same one as the Admiral.
Not true.
We just have to get through the.
There is at least 3 ships, right? So
Yeah.
I guess
Like we do the switcheroo.
pick the one.
You are
that-
tiny.
Going on
Maybe you could
different
fit my
ships, so-
backpack.
I'm not that tiny, and your backpack's not that big.
I'm like
It's
almost 8 feet tall, and you're what, like 3 feet tall? We can make it
3
work.
and a half. Yeah.
3.5, you know.
Okay.
So you guys are having this conversation as you make your way down, starting at. No, it's fine. You role play away as you make your way down Loudwater Wharf. It is a couple miles back to the Pithy Maid. So
Okay. Did you want a piggyback ride? Are you tired?
I'm fine, thank
I
you.
don't mean to insult. I'm sorry.
No, it's very kind of you.
Okay.
My arms are tired. Don't look at me.
Thank you for rowing very much, Holthy.
Why are your arms tired?
Yeah, thank you.
Do you want a piggyback ride?
Balls on this gnome. I thought we had a nice adventure. I liked exploring with you guys.
I'm curious how we can leverage this information because I do have evidence of all the smuggling going on. What can we do with that? That won't, of course, ruin the kingdom or the area. We're not trying to ruin everyone's.
Things
We're
like
not
that.
trying to wreck the economy.
No, but I think it helps to have leverage.
That or give it to what's his name?
Bolts.
Bolt.
I think a man we can trust to hold on to something, and then again, there's nothing to stop the gold boots from coming and seizing it.
Well, it's the middle of the night for now, and we should probably head back, and perhaps we might have the opportunity to give him to him tomorrow. Maybe return some of his gold as well.
Well, you've already returned gold to him in name.
True.
I've got sugar. Give him sugar.
Yeah, you will.
Sugar's expensive.
sugar, yeah. I mean, sugar was a hot commodity back before it was mass produced. It's very expensive.
I didn't get a room at the Pithy Maid. Can I stay with one of you guys?
No. Yeah, of course.
You have that book still.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're back. I can try and see what sense I can make of it.
Okay.
Is it are the kitchens still open to eat, or is it super late?
Oh god, I hope so.
Me too.
Really go for some fries right now, like really greasy fries.
Yeah. So you guys, you make your way all the way down Loudwater Wharf. It's really about halfway. It's about 2 miles back to the Pithy Maid from where you started in the north part of Loudwater Wharf. Takes you about half an hour to get there. You get back to the Pithy Maid. It's still really hopping, right? It is like the premier inn and tavern on Loudwater Wharf, and there's you don't see the bartender that you're familiar with from earlier in the day, but you do see a couple is bar wench, that's not a derogatory term, right? You see a couple barmaids behind the bar serving people, and it looks like the kitchen is open. There's lights on back there. You see at least one cook working, and there's people in the common area kind of milling about, drinking and eating.
Can we get a table? Oops, sorry.
Same. Yep. And a bucket of Old Bay fries.
You got it. All right.
They may or may not be sponsored by Old Bay.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Old Bay, please sponsor us.
Tristana, have you had Old Bay? It's delicious.
I thought sugar
Cormac,
was
please
rare.
sponsor us.
I think we can afford to splurge.
And
It's like $1 more to get the flavor, but
fried oysters, fried green tomatoes, and fried chicken.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you guys walk up to the bar and you order this, and they're like, it'll be just about 30 minutes. If you could be patient, please. We're rather busy this evening.
Okay.
You do know.
Gold coin.
You do notice that the Pithy Maid is rather. What's that? Sorry, Matt.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking anything that we won't be able to have while we're at sea.
Like a last
I'm
meal.
guessing, we won't have
Chicken.
ovens, so like nice breads and pies and things.
Mhm.
Something that won't
Things
keep.
other than hardtack.
Yeah, delicacies that are more prepared meals than stuff that they would make at sea.
A pitcher of mead.
You've got it, dear. And a pitcher of mead right away. And they bring that up for you, and they put the order back in the kitchen, and you're about to have a lot of very warm, fresh food on its way that you wouldn't be able to get on a ship normally. And you do notice that the inn at this point is much busier than it was earlier in the day. There's a lot of people milling about. You notice that it looks like there's a lot of people who are probably conscripted for the same service that you guys have been that you didn't notice before. That maybe these people kind of trickled into the inn over time, that these people will be joining you or some of the other ships that are going to the different areas in the New World. You do notice the same group of gold boots kind of off in the same corner. The table where they were sitting before, where you were initially sitting when you first arrived, is just littered with empty mugs and glasses. And you see the gold boots kind of standing up, kind of being very boisterous with another table. And this table, they're kind of looking down at their glasses and they're not looking at the gold boots. The gold boots are kind of standing over them, looking very imposing upon them.
These fucking guys.
Do we notice if they're intoxicated or not?
Say it again. What'd you say?
Do we know-
Implied.
Sorry.
What'd you say,
Do
Ron?
we notice if they are intoxicated or not?
Yeah, so you're looking at them and you notice that, like, just standing there as they're standing imposingly upon this table, they're just kind of swaying on their feet, right? Like when you see somebody who's had too much to drink, but they can't, like, even just stand straight. Yeah, they've had a lot to
Valsina
drink.
still look like the Admiral?
Say it again.
Does Valsina still look like the Admiral?
I would suspect
Assuming
not.
it's worn off.
How-
It
how-
only lasts an hour.
Yeah, it's worn off. It took you a while to get back here. It was a half-hour walk from where you docked at least, so yeah.
Can I try to pickpocket the closest one or the easiest one to pickpocket?
You certainly can, yeah. Go ahead.
You might want to use your inspiration, because for the love of gods.
Natural 18.
Okay.
And what would that be? Stealth, I
Sleight
guess?
of hand or stealth or
Or sleight of
dex?
hand. 23 if it's sleight of hand.
All right, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, so you're doing this, not Squeakums. So you kind of walk over, and you just kind of like side saddle up to to one of the drunken gold boots, who you recognize as being Owen, the one who gave Zeph a hard time when you first arrived here, and who also also gave that key to Alec before you went into the bits and books. Okay, you're able to pickpocket him. You reach in, and you pull out. And I will put this into Discord for you. You pull out a ring. Give me one sec. Here, I'll give it to you in... I think I can do this. Give me a second. Sorry. Where is it? There we go. Perfect. All right. So you pull out a ring and you immediately notice this ring. There.
She goes
I just sent it to you in Discord. So you notice this ring, Rowan. You notice the kind of intrinsic properties that it has.
Yeah, I think you sent it to your Discord.
Yeah, your Discord like chat. Yeah.
Top. Yeah.
Private message. Ooh.
And jelly.
And no looking.
Oh,
No looking.
I was making sure you found it. Like,
You can, you know what it is. You can choose to share. You're only familiar with it as it's not exactly common. I would say it's rather uncommon, if you will. But yeah.
I just got the thieves tools thing.
In your Discord chat, I dropped it in there. Discord, our private chat in Discord.
Yeah.
It's a PDF I sent.
All right, Matt. Here you go.
Did you get it?
That's like the thieves.
No, I saw what it's. Did you see what it said?
No. Sorry, technical difficulties.
Oh, it's fine. Sorry.
Suspense.
I have a suspicion, but I don't want to share it because I technically don't know about any of this yet.
It's the
Taking
one
a while
ring.
to figure out what it is.
How does this mead compare to the mead we had in the office?
That was damn good meat in the
I
office.
didn't want to see it, but I saw it. I'm sorry.
That's fine. So just pretend you didn't, unless she shares it. Yeah, you noticed that you tasted the mead at the office, right?
Yeah, I had a glass.
It's the same mead. It is tasty as fuck. Yeah.
Delicious.
That's the brand.
We're gonna it's tasty as fuck mead.
Tap brand mead.
Yeah. It is expensive mead.
I pulled up the spreadsheet that I stole from the desk and I look at. Do I see the pithy maid on there?
Yeah. So you kind of you just flip through it right here in front of the gold boots.
just kind of gently tucking it under the table, just kind of flipping through, not bring it out.
Okay, go and do a stealth check.
Oh shit, that was not worth it. 12.
Okay.
Did you add your modifier?
I don't have one.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
So you pull out the dark ledger, we shall call it, from the prison, from his office. And as you pull it out, you're kind of rifling through it. The sound of the paper is kind of over the sound of the people. One of the gold boots turns and goes, his eyes are like, "What you got there, boy?" It's Owen, and he recognizes you.
This.
You again.
I cast. I'm kidding. Just fucking blast him.
I stand up. I'm assuming I'm probably like 2 feet taller than him, and I say, "Mind your own damn business."
Okay. Go ahead and do an intimidation check.
Yeah. Okay. We had to go there.
+0, baby. Let's go.
I was gonna talk my way out of it. But,
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh no!
You bang your leg as you stand up. Ah!
On your These tables are made for short people.
I say, just some paperwork from home. It's nothing important.
Let me see that here.
Hey, yeah.
Can I cast
Come
Minor
on,
Illusion
hand it
to, like,
over.
Can I shoulder check him?
Filthy gnome.
I cast
Oh,
Different
100%.
Whispers. Okay,
do-
so
Oh no!
What's
What do you-
happening? So I'm
no.
starting to hand this up while you guys are formulating.
I cast-
I'm doing
I
it
see-
very slowly.
assuming I see this
They
happening.
don't like magic. Oh
It's
no.
Are we doing this at the
Okay,
same time?
so he has to make a Wisdom 13 save.
Okay.
God damn it!
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
This is fine.
1 sec.
This is just another day, baby.
This was not worth it.
No.
Just to confirm a suspicion, was not worth it at all.
What was
You're
the
not
save,
the-
Matt? Sorry.
Wisdom 13.
Wisdom 13. Okay.
You're not the one that just cast an attack
Okay.
spell on a guard, so you're good.
They failed. He or they definitely failed. So what are you doing?
Okay. I whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of my choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from us. Away from me.
Can we say this happens at the exact same time I shoulder check him?
Yeah. The
So
creature
it just looks like you've shot it across.
doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground such as a fire or a pit. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away. But
Okay.
point is 3d6 damage
Mm-hmm.
and is
You kill this
terrified.
man.
Needs to run
Alexa,
away.
play combat music.
Sorry. So yeah. So 3d6 damage. So he fails. So it's 3d6 damage, and he just gets pushed away. What? How many feet?
No,
far as you can go.
he needs to use his. He's afraid. Pretty much, he has this like sudden like whisk. So I'll say he hears this whisper. Something says some things are not meant to be seen, and he just gets this sort of feeling of fear and wants to walk away. Wants to run away from the table in the situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So yeah, good amount of damage to him immediately, and immediately as you elbow check him, Falsina, his eyes go wide, like bug-eyed, and he suddenly looks paranoid, and he's looking around the tavern like he's not quite sure what's going on, and suddenly he just darts forward, just bumping into tables on his way out, kind of spins a little bit, stumbles over one table, lands on it, pushes himself up, and just bolts out the front door.
You'd better go check on your friend. He seems to be in a good state.
What the hell And he pushes himself up off this table of the table he's
We've all been there.
given a hard time to, and he stumbles his way out the front door as well. And the two gold boots that were there are now have now left the tavern.
I tuck the papers back into my under my coat, I guess, without confirming my suspicion.
Okay, all right.
Holfie, that was a mean trick.
I'm really sorry. I really should not have taken those out here.
It's fine.
I think my giant guns saved us. As
Yeah.
I don't have guns at all. It's all just sinew.
Yeah, like you didn't know Holty casted that, and you just thought you scared him.
Oh yeah, no, I would have done it completely, like not even
Right, that's right. Run away.
How's
like,
your
like,
knee, by the way?
sipping my cup and all that, and just like casting it.
It's gonna be bad for like a week, man. It's gonna be really nasty
It looked like
tomorrow.
it hurt. Yeah.
It really hurt. Oh. They just don't make tables tall enough for me.
Okay, should we examine this book?
No,
I'd like to.
Okay.
Probably not out here. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get our fried food and potato products and then head upstairs.
Trisk, I'm terribly sorry. I'm a bit tired. I don't think I'll be able to read your book tonight.
It's okay. Maybe tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
My
So you get. Yeah, okay, sorry.
my friends call me Trike.
Right.
They used to.
A pleasure to call you that, then. You can call me Holfie, of course.
It's good. I can't pronounce the other one. But I would try if you wanted me to.
I wouldn't impose that on anyone.
Okay. So you guys, you collect your food. About 20 minutes about half an hour in total has passed by this point. Food has been served, brought up to the bar. You guys collect it, and you're taking it to your rooms, or what are you doing?
I think should we all just congregate in one person's room for now to examine the book, and then we can go our separate ways for evening for long
I don't-
rest.
I
Or do
don't
we?
think we can. We can't examine the book tonight, but we
Ledger.
can still like
Right.
talk. We can talk privately if
We can
want
examine
for
the
a minute.
ledger, but not the
Yeah.
runic common book, the history of Dervos.
Let's go up to Valsina's room and then we'll.
By any chance, it's like the runes aren't like Judaic in nature, right?
Are you testing my intelligence? here?
Druidic?
Druidic.
No.
Oh.
I can speak druid because I'm a druid.
I thought-
and that's runic, so I'm assuming it's not, but I figured I'd ask.
I thought you said Judaic.
I did too.
Yeah. I'm like, what is Judaic runes?
Judaic.
Like the runes, not the runes.
Yeah.
Like,
Funny, she didn't look Druish.
Yeah.
like, all right, all the men over here in this room, and then the women in this one. The sun's going down. Hurry up, let's go. Come on.
Your knowledge
Yeah.
of religion in real life.
Yeah. So you don't recognize these runes as being druidic, and you're not really sure what these runes are. So it seems like they are very ancient, and none of you are very familiar with it. It will take some time to decipher them. Holfie has the skill to kind of decipher languages, but even with that, it is going to take him some time. But yeah, it is something very ancient. It's kind of like looking maybe at like hieroglyphs versus versus modern Roman alphabet. So
I love a puzzle.
So what's our plan tomorrow? Do we just go off to one of these ships like nothing happened? Or I pull out the ledger and looking at it, can I glean anything from that might be... Can I mentally put together a way to use this as leverage? Just by looking at it.
So what you do notice about the ledger is that it seems to be primarily Loudwater. So you notice a lot of the locations as places that you've maybe seen signs of or that you've heard about having to do with Loudwater. And then is this the ledger you grabbed from the chest? Or is this on
No.
one of the tables?
No.
Okay.
This is the one that this was the one that had like who bought what
Okay.
and how much and where it came from. And...
Yeah. So then what you see here is you see a lot of information. It's a very full ledger. It's a thick one, right? It looks like it's been around several years and it has a lot of different information about where things have been transported to. you don't have to do an intelligence check or anything. You can definitely use this book as leverage in some way. You see that there's transactions having to do with Artema, with the New World, individuals that may be wealthy, individuals that maybe are taking part in the smuggling operation itself, that are, work for it. You see information about what type of goods are being smuggled. And you also see connections having to do with maybe the wealthy and powerful in Dervos, the old world, where you are now. So yes, you'll definitely be able to use this in ways. You just don't know exactly how yet. All you know right now is that you have a ship you have to be on tomorrow.
Which begs the question, which ship? Where do you guys want to go?
Oh, we said the one that was populated, right? Or started to populate?
Well, they're all starting to get populated, but the most populated one is the one you guys did. You can always change your mind. You haven't left yet, but is the DM forgets what it's called.
It's like the one with the most temperate climate.
I think it was
Potato.
Greenspire or something.
Yeah, we can go to Glacier Mount, we can go to Greenspire, or we can go to Salena.
There you go.
If
Yep.
anybody knows that.
As long as the admiral's not on the ship that's going to Greenspire, right?
We might have to make an audible at the last moment if we see him around somewhere tomorrow.
We end up going to Glacier Mount because you don't want to have a confrontation.
although he did appear to be able to teleport. So he might be able to switch between, who knows how long or how far he can go and how often. Or I don't know what was on his hand. It looks like he was messing with, so.
What's our second choice then?
I think Salena.
Yeah, I
just a
think
gut
I'd rather go
feeling.
tropical.
That's where I'm leaning to.
DM, did I recognize the teleportation magic the Admiral used to get out of that warehouse?
All you know, it was magic that let him teleport. You didn't recognize anything Austrian about it. Yeah.
I'm also a
Are we in
wizard.
Are we in the room by this point? Because
Yes. Yeah, you are.
I wanted to do something, but I guess it's okay. Fine.
Oh, like before we left?
Like while you guys were walking up, I wanted to do something, but I don't know if we can retrospect it. So
We can retro it. It's fine. What do you want to do?
well, while you guys are headed up, I wanted to be behind you, and then I wanted to use the thing that I found in the soldier's pocket or Owen's pocket to go to the room that everybody was going to.
So you're not attuned to the item yet. So the item requires attunement. So you need to spend some time with it to be able to use it. You need to meditate with it, basically.
Put it on your pillow tonight.
I'm playing around.
So were we aware of Rowan attempting a pickpocket earlier, or no? Did you announce that you were
You're
doing
fucking
that?
stealthy.
It was a high stealth roll, man. I don't know that she was aware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, did she tell us she was attempting that, or are we? But obviously the stealth roll was really high. So unless she told us, we don't know about it.
Yeah, you guys don't know about it. That's how good the stealth roll was.
Okay.
So you guys don't know she has it. Yeah.
Love it.
All right. So we're in the room. So here's another question. The Admiral did threaten us on his way out.
You say us, but
That's true. He only saw myself and himself. So.
Throwing Zeph to the side. Jeez.
Between all of us, we could disguise you if
As long as he, my concern is sleeping tonight. If he recognizes me, I don't know if he knows my name, but he might be able to check in for the bookings of the pit he made and find my room. I don't know if I'm safe alone this evening.
sleep outside.
I should sleep outside, sure. Why not?
I mean, you can sleep with me and Valsina.
Dibs on the bed though. Sorry, I just got a sweet pillow.
That's right.
Actually,
you did.
no. What I'm gonna do, I'm assuming I'm gonna leave the shitty pillow and take a good one with me.
Okay. You're leaving the shitty pillow at the tavern. Okay.
At this point, like
They're
Hopefully
gonna
was
notice.
already like just like a dad, just
Just out
Like
already.
That one chair they give you.
anywhere.
Should we all stay here?
I'm fine with it. This isn't even my room.
You don't have a room.
No.
No.
But you can sleep on
You
the
do
floor
now.
next to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember paying for a room, so I think I have to stay here.
All
so
right, well,
it sounds like I have a room that we'll leave vacant, and it sounds like we're all staying.
yeah,
in.
go take the pillows and blankets from it.
Yeah, I'll run down and grab some linens.
I'm already too big for this bed, so unless you're gnome sized, you're probably not gonna fit. Also, I do kick in the night. Just warning you.
Bedroll.
We'll make do.
I'll sleep on the floor. I'll take the shitty pillow and I'll.
A weird smelling pillow.
Yeah, it's not good.
I get it.
All right. So you guys. Good.
Before I like settle in on Milcina's shitty X pillow, I take a tincture out of my bag and I put a little like drop under my tongue. And I try and like get comfortable and go to sleep.
Okay. And
Do any of us notice that?
Do you try to do it stealthily, or what's the?
Yeah, I'll try and do it stealthily. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I'll see if I perceive that.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys have to beat a 3.
She got 11. I got a 5, so I did beat it.
I'm like shaking the bottle as I go.
What's
The cap stack.
Yeah. What's going on over there, Tristan?
It's an Astra thing. You just have to take it every night.
I'll pretend I don't see it.
You okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
it helps.
Takes the edge off, does it?
Yeah. It's not a drug. It's just a lot of my people use it. It's fine.
Understood. Sorry for prying.
It's okay. You can try some if you can find more.
I don't even know what it is.
Okay, but not tonight. We've had a big day.
Sure.
So you, Triskana, as you take this drop, you start to feel kind of relaxed. The the odd sense that you felt when you saw this Austrian looking down at you from the ship kind of fades away, and you start to sleep comfortably for the night. You fall asleep rather easy.
Cool.
Is anyone going to stay up and watch, or are we just going to all pass out?
I'm not in danger. Oh, his headset died. You said,
Okay.
is anyone going to take watch? And my answer is, nah. Like,
You're
I'm
clearly
not
not taking much. Hope he's not taking much. He's at least not first. He's already out.
So I'm laying in my makeshift bed, and I just I'm still awake. I was just thinking about the admiral's office that we were in, and I just am a little restless from what we saw in there. But then I just gradually fall asleep.
Yep. Yeah, you have a harder time falling asleep.
Well, they were all falling asleep, so
You guys have an early morning the next day.
all right. So Vasinia, how do we? I don't know that I said I was going to sleep in your bed. But like, if you're tiny, you can fit.
Yeah, go for it.
So I guess there's a 7-foot and a 3-foot gnome just hanging out in his bed, and I guess I just fall asleep as well.
All
Also
right.
disturbed of what I saw in the office with the taxidermy gnome.
In real life, Matt's like, that sleep sounds great.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll say you guys, for the sake of the session, everybody falls asleep for the night, and you wake up early the next morning, and we will leave it off there. That's a good spot to finish.
right.
So
Nice.
Good
Yeah.
game, guys.
that was good.
Glad we
Yeah.
got out of there without dying. Good job, us.
Yeah.
I'm
You
glad
were the key on that. My shitty stealth roll, and then you, which is
that was fucking brilliant, by the way, because my plan was to threaten to blow up all the barrels.
oh, yeah.
Yours was way better.
Yeah. At that point, once you had that, Valsina was just like, well, there we go.
sorry, man.
No, it's fine. It's great. That's what it's all about.
So I was totally expecting to
Yeah,
fuck it up. I was
yeah.
like, "There's no way I'm gonna get this, but it'll be funny."
Like
So-
that was like the most epic thing a level 1 could probably do.
I know,
That was
I know.
pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
I will say that warrants like 1,000 XP, so everybody can level up. So everybody go to level 2.
Yay!
I
Yeah.
can wild shape. Yeah. Finally.
Yeah.
My class abilities acquired.
2.
I have
Yep.
no idea how to do that, just so we're clear.
Oh, it's
Let's
super
do it
easy.
together.
Yeah.
We should probably call it, but
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
Let's do it at the beginning of the next
giveaway.
session. Does that sound good?
giveaway.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
giveaway, yeah.
Giveaway.
Forget
Oh,
forget
yeah, the
level up, we'll do
giveaway.
that at the beginning of next session.
Let me
Let's
grab
do the
that
giveaway.
notebook I just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
the
on
one
the
thing I
ground,
just
yeah.
threw.
All right. So here are the names. We got a whopping 6 people that joined. And I'm just going to go in the
Does
list.
that include tonight?
I don't think anyone joined in the chat tonight.
Literally no one joined in the chat tonight.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So it's 6 people. I'm going to roll a 1d6, and whatever it is, I'll just do that order. It's a list. So let's see who it is. 2. Whoever. All right, Dr. Panda. Whoever
Oh, that's my friend.
Oh,
That's
is it?
John.
Panda!
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yay, Dr. Panda.
Yay.
All right. Cool. Dr. Panda.
Congratulations.
Is he like local? Can we just like give it to
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
Okay.
He's on the
Like an
stage.
hour.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you about it. We can just get it to him
Yeah,
somehow
yeah.
instead of having to mail it.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
You win. Can you come get it?
Yeah. Can
I'm
you...
choosing bigger, like, deliver the prize.
Yeah. All right. Dr. Panda, you got 1 How to Draw Fantasy Art and RPG Maps by Jared Blando coming at you. All right.
Yay. Good
Cool.
game, you guys. That was fun. Thank
Yeah,
you,
that was
Michael.
awesome. No problem. Thanks, everyone.
Fantastic.
All right. I'm going to end the stream. See you guys.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.